my gosh, you're killing me.
Emma.
Those last words before we went live. I was dying during that 30-second intro there.
Are the two guys on the balcony gonna watch? They're gonna watch, right? The two guys on the balcony, they're watching.
Right. They're watching.
They're watching.
Commentary.
Recording.
Commentary.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
they're doing
If we ever launch a Patreon channel, the just pre-going live chat is golden.
Oh my god! Especially whatever's in that last minute.
Yeah.
Definitely not for little kids.
No.
See, now we
man.
need to make it an actual thing, all right? So I'll let you all know, you know?
Oh boy, and a
God.
most sincere welcome back to the Red 5 Tavern. It's been quite a while since we've been live, and we'd like to thank you for your patience. Life has gotten in the way, events, family, all this kind of stuff. So, but we're so happy to be back and playing tonight. But before we get to tonight's game, we'd like to invite you to subscribe to our channels. But I'm going to send it over to Miss Kelly, aka Ditari, to give us a few more details about that.
I am not that active. Love Instagram. You're going to want to follow us at red_5_tavern. If TikTok is more your thing, you can find us at the red5 tavern, all one word. And if you're still on X, you can find us at red5 tavern. Back to you, Charles.
Perfect. Thank you. Then those accounts are at the bottom of the screen right now, cutting our beloved Erie in half right there. All we see is his creepy eyebrows. But yes, so we're going to hide those down.
A very wonderful forehead there. Very strong forehead there.
It's only 4. It's not 5.
It's a very respectable 4. It's very respectable.
Generous. It's a generous.
That's what people tell
generous.
them. All right. So tonight we are excited to be playing Chapter 23 of the Deadfall Summoning. This To the Spire, Part 2.
To the Spire.
Mere moments before departing Carowood on the Remora, Ditari pulls out the critical maps and notes revealing the final step to the Spire. And not the spider, which was a misread by someone. I can't remember who it was. But if you want to see that last little bit of last episode, it was absolutely hilarious. I think we see Resh go off on a Spire! Spire, not spider! I've been telling you about the Spire for weeks! The spider? No!
The Spire on top of the Spire.
It's fantastic. So
Spider Spire?
Yes. So tonight we have the pleasure of playing with, Miss Kelly playing Ditari. Welcome. We've got DB who's playing Grist. We've got Tina who's playing Torga. We've got Brad who's playing Resh.
I should have stayed evil.
That wasn't your choice. We've got Spencer playing Gibble. And rounding out the top form, we've got Cody playing Erie. So, welcome, players. Thank you all for joining us tonight. So, yes, our last episode, which was quite a while ago, ended with the entire party basically on the docks at Carowood. The Remora and Captain Nikov had left the center of the Mist River because he saw the fire going on that Erie had started, so he's kind of concerned. He brought the Remora back thinking that all hell had broken loose, which of course it did, but he thought you were all dead, but you weren't. Gibble, who was completely befuddled by this whole adventure in the church, he pieced out. He was on the ship. He was ready to go. He was definitely on the way home. He was like sick of all this junk. He didn't want anything to do with this anymore. He was like helping. I mean, he was helping Fall. Like, regardless of all of Fall's expletives that he was dropping, Gibble was just helping to get this boat going. But after seeing all of the maps and all of the information that Ditari and the rest of the group had seen, Erie had sort of like reviewed that, and as a group, you guys had all decided that the Spire was indeed the last step for this adventure. So, and here we are.
Let's not be too hasty.
Are we sure this is where we're going?
We
The
landed
Spire?
and I said, let's look. Is that the Spire? Where's my coffee?
It looks like a spire.
Where's the booze? Where's my coffee?
It's just a big
I love the
Sorry, if there is no coffee, I'm sorry.
We're a
I
bit-
cannot
we're a bit-
function without my coffee, which now I have.
The coffee was the biggest problem.
Now,
Yeah.
correct. Now, the biggest problem was to convince Gibble to get off the boat, or at least come on the adventure. We're at this point, Gibble hasn't exited the boat or gotten off the boat, although he has shown interest in getting a shiny new object to cling along with his golden key and his chalice, the promise of a new golden shiny thing to also ting tang against his chalice. So this is where we pick up today's adventure. You guys are all standing on the docks trying to get Gibble off the boat and towards the Spire.
I've got a cookie if you want to share it.
Wait, is it half eaten?
No.
It's half not eaten.
I. You said there's gold. I want the gold, and I want that cookie.
You gotta get your
I bet you
sweet
do.
patootie down here if you want the cookie, or I'm
Is Erie close enough for Gibble to jump on top of?
Yeah, with your movement speed, yeah. I mean, he was probably
Alright.
like maybe 15 feet away on the dock.
All right, Gibble will go jump on top of Erie. Cookie, please.
Now he's gonna eat the
That's a big cookie.
I know. As he shoves all of it in his mouth.
All right, where's the Gibble now wants to throw Erie out into the water now.
Okay.
He took my cookie.
He's gonna float because he's got a cookie in his mouth.
Yeah, while Erie can't say anything, Gibble's gonna be like, "God damn it!" and just throw him out.
He throws him out in the water. That's why I said.
Gibble throws you into the relatively shallow waters of the of near the docks.
Gibble, I have a shiny for you. Gibble, I have a shiny for you.
He tries to digest that huge, thick cookie he just ate.
Yes.
We'll find more shinies too, wherever this key goes to as well. So to the tower.
Yes.
Erie's gonna cast shape water and cause the water to go up and hit Gibble.
Is that a spell you have? Shape water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's
what's
a
the shape?
cantrip.
What's the shape of the water?
A mage hand.
That's a good idea. A spire. We're gonna use a spire.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to be somewhere right now, aren't we? We're supposed to be aren't we supposed to be heading somewhere? Okay,
Something.
yeah.
You gotta go fight a spider.
Yeah.
Spider.
What? No, no spider. No.
Spiders.
Oh
Erie's
my
just
God.
gonna make the water in the shape of a square and smack him with it, and then start walking towards the shore.
All right.
Oh
What's the saving throw on that water spell?
There's not. It doesn't cause any damage.
Oh, so just like a splash.
Mhm.
All right. So Gibble, you get a face wash from Erie in the water.
Gibble now smells slightly better.
Oh, look how clean Gibble.
Look what I found, Gibble.
And then you're gonna get so bloody. Mm. Here we go.
It's in my belly button. Oh, maybe I shouldn't eat that.
Gibble, seriously,
Oh,
I need you to take the shiny back because it really smells. And Akio chamber pot, and I open up the chamber pot and be like, take it. It smells.
Take it? Sure. Sure, I can just put it back to where it was.
Here.
Oh, no.
Here, here's your shiny.
Pork is looking away. Oh. What?
I do love playing ADHD D&D.
That's what you're playing. That's what you're playing.
My coffee's almost done. Let's go to the Spire.
Let's go.
I'd like to add Gibble
So
shoved the gem back up his ass.
Right.
Gibble.
He's going for that extra carrot.
Yeah, exactly.
Gibby and Turga looks like it. Gibby, I don't know how do you walk that up there?
Wait, it just... There's a hole and it goes into the hole.
I mean, I mean, it looks like it has a bit of chafing going on. I don't. Okay, but
whatever.
Okay. To the Spire. We have to walk towards the Spire.
All right.
Do anybody want to sing a song while we're going? Maybe
I would
Put
love
one
to
foot
sing a
in
song.
front of the other.
Does anybody have any bongos?
No.
Not on me. Don't recall. No.
No bongos.
So let me just share
I don't think about carrying bongos in the bathroom.
Oh.
All right.
Share share the screen here of the map.
Oh my god.
Tell me if you know this one. Okay.
Is there a Spire anywhere on that map?
There is,
Yes.
thankfully. We do have a Spire coming very shortly.
Resh was going to
There we
commit
go.
suicide if there wasn't.
All right. So, as we saw in our last episode, we've got a very strong arrow pointing towards the right. The left. That was quick. And we have the group has to ascend sort of the valley up towards the top of the Spire. So that is their current trajectory. So that is where we're going.
Okay, so to the left, everyone.
To
To the left, to the left. Sorry, is that a song?
Everything you want, box to the left.
All right,
All
and
your
as
stuff will fit in a box.
so as we previously talked about, this was going to be a half day's travel up towards that area. And
Wait, how in the fuck did Resh get part of my cookie?
that's magic, baby.
I got pudding, which is much better than that cookie.
I don't know. My daughter made that cookie. That was pretty badass.
That was very fluffy.
I ate it a lot faster than I anticipated, but
But when you shovel the whole thing in your mouth because you're in character, that kind of happens.
Okay, if you were to fly to said Spire, how long would that take? Say you had spectral wings that you could sprout and get the fuck away from these other people. How long would it take you to fly there?
Well, based on a 30-foot movement speed, it was going to take half a day. What is your movement speed with your spectral wings?
Well, see, we're going up the valley, right? But it looks like we could go directly across. I could go directly across to the Spire if I was able to fly over to it.
Lucky.
would you consider this
So as the crow flies.
adventuring?
Is it longer than 10 minutes?
Oh, for sure. It's longer than 10
Oh,
minutes.
you're falling.
I might just risk it, at this point.
It was worth it.
If I just fly up for 10 minutes and hopefully when I come back down, yeah, I'm just going to.
Screw you guys.
Don't bring me back.
We went by going really fast. I'm sure he had a sign that said "Go that way."
This time, don't revive me. It'd be well, if your flying speed would likely be somewhere in the double range of foot speed, it would take you a quarter of a day, so maybe 4 hours.
All right, it was worth a shot.
Would this be considered adventuring?
Yes, this would be wilderness adventuring.
Then we double our speed because Erie still has the spirit of the
Oh, yeah. So this is a perfect example for that, because what's happening right now is you guys are not doing encounters. You're literally running or moving over open fields, open land to get to a destination. This is the perfect definition for that. So what's the movement of rate speed? What was the rate speed?
It doubles for everybody.
So basically 60, somewhere around there. All right. So
mine's 35, so it'd be 70 feet.
All right.
Yeah, mine's 70 doubled.
I'm 30.
All right. So basically, you guys are going to get there in like 4 hours, which is pretty cool. And as you guys are sort of moving at this accelerated rate because you're just sort of traveling over land, you sort of see that the same things you saw in Carowood, where the greenery is starting to come back. There's a little bit of life starting to come back in. There was a pall over this entire area. And after the defeat of Derek, there's things, life is coming back. And you're seeing a little bit more green. And if you'd stop to look, you'd think, wow, I'm literally seeing that little, blade of grass growing out. So there's a positivity coming back to this area as you guys ascend this crescent. And now this crescent is definitely a sort of a flattened area as you guys are leaving Carowood. And as you guys climb up towards the spire, it's an ascent, sort of a horseshoe as you guys get up to that crest. And as you guys get near that crest, you see, all of you at the same time, you see this canopy of this great tree, a golden tree, and its canopy just basically striking outside of the rest of the greenery that you see. As you're cresting towards it, it dominates the landscape, and I don't know if that sparks any memories, but yeah, you definitely see a golden tree top coming towards you, or you're sort of walking towards it, or at a fast rate moving towards this golden canopy of a tree.
Oh, finally, my axe.
Oh, jeez. Grab Gibble.
You're not cutting down Idrisil.
Wait, what's that?
Tree of life. You uncultured swine.
But it's a gold tree. You said there's gold where we're going, and that is sure as hell a giant gold tree. You didn't lie.
I didn't think of that.
That's gold colored. Gold colored.
You're not to cut down the tree, Gibble.
Wait, why not?
It's important. I remember. It's important.
What do you mean it's important? It's gold. Gold's important. Don't we need gold to make things go?
Not a tree.
It's a golden tree. Like, come on.
Have you ever burned down a tree with dragon's breath?
No.
Would you like to?
I farted and lit one on fire one time.
Not the same, but good to know.
Close.
So wait, what if we start one giant fire and all that remains is the golden tree to bring back home?
I think this is sidetracked. I think we're not supposed to be focused so much on burning shit.
If only there was story and history of a golden tree that you guys could remember.
That would be
It's
epic.
filed right after my backstory and the entire conversation.
You had a backstory?
We're lucky we still realize there's a Spire.
I'll just
involved
eat
somewhere.
my pudding.
What color was the myconid trees? Were the myconid trees?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, just
That's
no.
the only trees I can remember right now.
You receive no
There
points.
was so much defeat in that one word no. There was
You receive no points, and may God have
No.
mercy.
I remember. I remember.
Okay, what do you? What is it?
somebody's buried at the base of the tree. It's the golden elm.
Yes.
Oh
my God.
So we gotta cut down the tree, find the person. We got this.
I have that note somewhere. I threw those
Ajax.
notes out.
Ajax buried his twin? No, I
Zaymot,
don't think his name was Ajax. Was his Ajax? OJ?
Tomax and Zaymot.
Yes.
They traveled to Squidward.
Close, but Zaymot.
The elm tree at the wooden bridge. Tomax is buried.
Samsonite.
That's right.
I do have the note. I knew I had the
So
note.
we can't desecrate the grave.
Not for maximum toe.
Yeah.
So yes, so this golden elm tree is where Tomax is buried. So you guys move up towards it, and
hello.
Yeah. So you see this thick, very vibrant, very massive, and like I said, it's completely different from the rest of the flora around here. It's somewhat dead because of what's been going on, but the greenery is coming back. But this golden tree is definitely strong and vibrant.
I'd give the tree a hug. I used to be a druid in my past life, but fuck that noise now.
Like that shit.
You don't want to hug the tree, Ditari?
It might have spiders on it. Looks a little dirty.
Oh.
I don't think it's rained here in a while.
Your grandma would have done more than hug the tree.
Grandma would have. Oh, about to take a wow that tree.
How do you people remember to breathe?
Wait, what's that?
Lots.
We remind each other once in a while.
You know, Resh, you've been a bit grumpy here recently. I really don't understand why. You've been so grumpy.
Resh, you want some coffee? You want a coffee? Why?
No, that's a tree.
Resh,
that's a tree, Resh. It's not the spire. It's the golden tree.
Yeah, we're going. We see the tree. It's beautiful. And we're headed towards the spire. We have to pass the tree to get to the spire. See, we're headed that way.
Don't save me the next time I die.
You got it.
Noted.
Noted.
How do you spell die?
Noted hurts. Even when you say it like that hurts.
I don't know why Resh wants to rush to die so fast.
Oh my
So do
God.
we gotta go dig this guy up?
He's in a rush to die.
Do we really have to dig the guy up?
I don't know.
Why were we gonna
Do we have
dig the
time?
guy up?
Why?
Wait,
why
isn't
are
he
we
under
digging
the tree?
guy
So
up?
don't we have to remove the tree to get to the guy?
Why do we need
No,
the
he's
guy?
buried at the base. He's buried. You can't bury somebody
Right.
under the tree. You have to bury them at the base of the
Right.
tree.
Buried at the
what
base.
if he's?
Correct.
But what if he got buried and they put the tree on top?
That's not how planting trees work.
Are you
can't
sure about
unplant
that?
the tree and
Actually-
then plant the tree again. I mean,
If
you
plant a
can,
small enough
but
tree, it works.
not if it's made of whatever.
Why are we digging him up anyways?
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea.
I mean, do we need another skeleton? He's probably really
I'm
dusty.
sure we can find easier skeletons.
Nah, that's true.
Oh my God. Well, it's up to you guys. You guys can explore it or not. It's up to you. You just know that this.
I'm gonna go in the spire. I start walking towards the spire.
How far away from it are we?
From the tree,
Yeah.
maybe maybe 65, 70 feet, because you guys are sort of coming up towards the rise of the crest of this entire area, and you see this golden tree taking over and dominating the landscape for the time being. But you just know that it's part of Tomax and Zaymot, this ancient story, and you know that Zaymot was buried there.
You should probably go lick the tree, Gibble, as we walk by, but don't lick it for too long.
R.I.P. to Zaymot.
It's Tomax. Sorry, Tomax.
Maximum
Tomax
toe
was the one who
buried there.
buried. Yeah.
Oh,
Big toe.
well,
We call
I'm
it big
gonna
toe.
pour one out for him. So she takes, Torga takes her little cup out and pours one
Okay.
out.
Nope. Mine's too precious.
Not
Can't
deep. We're
waste
gonna have a
any
sip.
more. Did that one time.
Come on
Bad
now.
idea.
I walk past the grave and say, "I'll see you later," because he's in hell with all my relatives.
That tree is so pretty. You know who it doesn't remind me of?
Your mom.
No.
Shit.
Fucking
Oh
Dewey,
my God.
because Dewey's ugly as fuck.
There's the open door.
I mean, I have to support Erie on this one. The tree is very, very, very gorgeous. Dewey, not
Probably smarter too.
probably.
Yeah!
Russ, let's go in the damn
Probably,
Spire.
Now he's
don't wanna
ugly
be
and
near
dumb.
These guys right now.
Oh no, she sided with Resh.
It's still a lingering effect from that.
Whoa, we
French
really
kiss, though.
irritated
So-
her now.
I
Torga,
already
you're
walked away.
Torga, you're pouring. Like, what are you doing? You're like pouring a drink in honor of.
Yeah, just pouring a little drink. Yeah, and just having a sip and just, acknowledging.
Okay. So as you pour that drink and it sort of sinks into the roots of this massive tree, it sort of clears away some of the soil, and you see something glinting a little bit deeper in the soil.
We are taking him up,
Ooh.
aren't we?
It's his cock ring, isn't it?
Ooh, I see something shiny.
Might be the key to this entire spire.
I see something shiny.
Wait,
So
I thought I already
Torga
had
wants
the
to you don't have the only key.
So
There might be
yeah,
more than
well-
one key.
well, what you see is like it's a golden sort of chain, like a necklace chain.
Ooh. So Torga wants to reach down and pick that up.
All right.
Pick that up out of the ground.
So you pick that up, and you pick it up, and there's an amulet there, but you're not quite sure what it does. It's covered in soil and has been there for centuries, but your tribute to the falling of Tomax seemingly has revealed itself to this amulet, and it's glowing. There's definitely a magical quality to it.
Ooh. Oh, it's
But you'd have
glowing.
to,
Oh.
yeah, you'd have to attune to it to find out what it is. But you have an amulet. You may want to add that to your inventory.
I can
and we
definitely stow it away.
Yes. So write
Okay.
that down so you can look into that
I'll do
in
that.
the future.
Amulet on a gold chain.
So as Torga's doing that and she's sort of pouring her drink, you guys all sort of walk towards the edge where you think is where the spire is going to be. And let me bring this up. And you guys come to an edge. And there's some, let me just zoom out here. I've got a sort of a zoomed in area, but let me just give you some perspective. You're coming towards one of the falls that is called the Knuckle Falls, as we talked about before, because there's several areas where the falls are coming from. You guys are over here. You guys came down from this area over here. Torga is right over here right now, just sort of messing around the dirt. And you guys look across, and you see, an outjut right over here. That there's an opening in the spire that you guys need to get to, and that opening, or that cave entrance, as it were, is basically probably about 115, 120 feet away.
Across water.
Pardon me?
Across the water.
Yes, yeah, this is like a steep, steep drop down into the splash basin, maybe 125 feet below. Yeah, so there's no other access point. And you may recall, let me just share this with you here. Let me see if I can bring this up here. Ooh. Let me share this with you. So that's where the map is. Let me share this screen. And last episode we saw this, a hastily drawn sketch of that bridge, the wooden bridge, which of course is no longer there, that goes across from basically where you guys are standing over to that entrance into the Black Spire. So almost as if some second-rate dungeon master drew it on the fly to make it work. But there you go. So there's the waterfall. There's the two knuckles of part of the Knuckles Falls, and that wooden bridge that no longer exists.
Erie's gonna look at it and go, "Are we supposed to go to that spot?" And he's gonna look at Resh, because Resh seems to be the only person that seems to have a clue.
They call
All
this
signs
the leap of
point
faith.
towards yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Erie's gonna say, "Hang on, I got this shit." He's gonna walk over to the water and dip his hand in the water, pull out a little cup full of water in his hand and start whispering, and he's gonna cast shape water on 5 cubic feet of water, bringing it up in the shape of a square that is, we'll say, 5 foot long, 10 foot deep, 2 foot thick.
Okay.
And what's that going to do, Erie?
Erie's gonna look, "I'm glad you talked." He's gonna reach over and touch it again, and it's gonna freeze.
Oh.
So now it's a solid block just floating there.
Oh,
What are we going to do? Ride it over the falls?
Yup. Hop on.
Oh, no. Nuh-uh. Nope.
Why?
Nope. Nope, nope.
I'm not making
Can you-
handrails. I can't.
oh, that sounds
Okay.
fun. Let's
Can
go.
you explain what did you just do? This is
I cast shape
Um,
water. I can shape 5 foot or 5 cubic feet of water. So
okay.
5 foot, 5 foot, and it would be 5 foot deep. So I shifted it in half and did 10 foot wide.
Right,
to
to get the
10
10 foot and just have a
deep.
platform.
Yeah, it's a platform, and then as part of that, I can have 2 options for this available or used at the same time. So once I freeze it, it's one solid block that can't be changed for an hour. And as part of that, I can also cast it to move it wherever I want. So once we're on it, I can move it however I feel.
Good enough
I mean,
for me,
that-
and I hop on.
At the dungeon master's discretion, mind you.
I second thought. I hop back off for a second.
Yeah, that line, the caveat of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds fun.
Hey, Gibble, do you win
I can
any
have-
rounds yet?
I can have 2 versions of 2 instantaneous effects of it active at one time. So once I freeze it, the shape stays, and the freeze becomes the frozen piece is the active version, and then the movement would be the second active version. But it does. I think I can only move it so far.
Okay, so that was my first question. Okay, so skip because you guys
Can Bob fly
do
along
this
behind
part?
pushing it?
It doesn't have enough force to cause any damage. You can instantaneously move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction. This movement doesn't have any force. So I get once
So
it's
your
not-
giant ice cube will get us 5 feet.
it'll get us 5 feet, and then I can move it 5 feet again and 5 feet again, because the 5 foot would have already moved. So it would no longer be in effect.
So how long does the spell last, or this cantrip
hour.
last? Wow.
What are we? Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've been drinking, so it might not be what I think it is.
I am not going over the falls on a giant ice cube. I'm sorry.
Well, the Tori, do you have?
Well, that's been the best news I've heard all day.
You guys do that. Rush, do you think I can grab a ride on your back?
Yeah, you guys take your ice cube. We're flying.
Thanks.
We're flying over the ice cube.
I'm willing to side with Erie.
Okay,
Adventure.
who's
Come
going
on
with,
now.
who's going with Erie?
I'll go with Erie.
You
Erie's
guys are gonna
tempted to
go
not
on an
go with
ice
himself.
cube over the falls?
Oh, Ditari,
We'll go to the
we're
loony bin
here.
together.
Yeah,
Eri-
we're already here. Let's adventure. Come on, guys.
Erie's gonna climb on top of the ice cube and hang his feet off the front of it and sit down. Act like he's
Your
driving.
ass is
The
gonna
front
get.
seat of the roller coaster.
Oh, he's flying it.
Bob
Erie,
flew up next
you're
to
wearing
it, shook his head,
underwears.
and is going to continue to fly on his own.
So,
Erie,
Gibble,
you
what are you
actually
doing?
wear underwears because, like, your little butt
Oh no,
cheeks are gonna be
these
stuck to
ball
that
hairs
ice
are
cube.
gonna stick to it. It's gonna be
Oh.
painful getting off.
Oh no.
You can't on getting waxing.
Gibble is going to get on top of the ice, but he's gonna, not knowing how ice works at all, he's gonna keep on sliding around on it.
I can carry up to 600 pounds, so if anybody else wants a ride.
I'm going with Rush, man. Thanks, Rush.
Torga, where are you going?
I would like to
I'm
point
going-
out to Ditari that my ability to move magic is significantly more controlled than hers.
You
I haven't
gotta
set
I'm gonna go
any
with
of,
Erie.
waterfall.
I have not set any of our party on fire. Just saying.
Guess it's water.
No, you
I'm
only
going
set
with
Erie.
entire
Go with-
church on fire.
No, that was intentional. I did that on
Like
purpose.
half the damn town.
And that too. That was I did that on purpose.
You guys could go play on the ice cube. I'm gonna ride with the dragon.
We'll all get there. Don't worry. Don't worry about us.
Okay,
Ice
so
cubes melt.
Can't
okay,
melt
so
for an
Resh,
hour.
you are carrying
Mhm.
Ditari. Oh, and over the basically the gulf between the edge of the area over towards that edge of the Black Spire. What's your movement speed?
It's 30 feet. Still the same.
Okay, so you guys make it there in relatively short order, and Erie, your inventive ice slab, or at least controlled water slab, makes it over there. You know, somewhat longer, but
Are we
you guys
are we still adventuring?
not really. You're casting spells and stuff, so this is more. You're not
Damn.
like sort of just moving over.
You're not beating me there.
Yes.
You're not
I had
beating
to
me.
Yeah,
I did try.
Yeah,
We
you're not-
sang row, row, row your boat as we went across the bay. That's what we did. We
row,
sang,
row, row your slab gently across the
Yeah.
Gulf. Merrily,
Did they
merrily.
all
Hope we don't die,
survive when
'cause
they
we're
went
gonna
over the
fly.
waterfalls?
Yes, they all survived. Yes,
Okay.
it was. There was no incidences, and I'm going to give a point of inspiration to Erie for a very creative use of
Yay!
controlling water.
Well deserved.
Thank you. And I would like to stick it in Ditari's face.
And I'm going to give
Ding
you
dong!
all of you are going to have a -1 inspiration point for absolutely cutting off my brilliant thing with my rope. But anyways, never mind. I'm kidding. You a bunch of
I'm sure
jerks.
you didn't have it. Yeah, I know. I'm sure. Yeah, you know.
I only wrote that about 6 months ago. All right, so you guys are over at this this rocky outcropping here, and in front of you, let me just show you as you are there. Okay. Very nice. Very good gaming. That was awesome. Let me hide this.
About time you guys got here. Rush and I already solved the mystery of the Spire.
Then I can turn around and go home.
That's funny. It took you a lot longer to solve the mystery of what maps you had in your bag.
Damn it, Eerie.
So as you guys get to the this outcropping, you see towards your left and right, you have some rocks that are left and right that that are from this perspective that you're seeing right here. They're sort of behind the scene, and basically they look like two foundational stones, almost like two teeth, coming out of this outcropping into this cavern, and they have distinct worn areas, as if like rope of some sort had been wrapped around these bases for many years. But you guys arrived here without the rope, and you completely avoided my really cool rope thing. But you still see it anyways. So irrelevantly, you see that. But before you, this cave entrance, you see bones sort of adorned throughout this entire entrance, and there's a particularly specific little carving here at the top that you guys notice. I don't know if you guys see that. Let me go here.
I see it.
Can you see my my cursor?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, right up there. So this is kind of a weird entrance, but again, this is part of what you guys have heard about in some of the passages and hints and clues that you've heard about in the past 22 episodes.
Wait,
Just
what?
saying.
We were supposed to pay attention to all that stuff?
No, not at all.
We didn't.
Just
We didn't pay
Brett.
attention.
I recognize it. The all-seeing sphincter.
Torga looks around and she's rubbing her arse cheeks a bit because they're a bit frozen. She's, whoa. And she looks around. She goes, she's like, oh, but I have to say, I like what they've done with the place. The skeletons. Nice. I can't wait to walk in there into my impending
Just
death.
remind anybody else of James, Silent Bob.
Yeah.
I like James.
Yeah.
Damn, this must have set him back a couple $100.
It looks like the place that you walk into for your impending death.
It looks like Cockknocker might be in there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Come on, James, Silent Bob. No?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I mean, that one already has bones in it.
I whisper into my bag, Accio pipeweed.
Erie's
Wait,
gonna
what?
whisper into his cup, I don't know, booze.
Fine, you're not getting any, Eerie. Rush, do you want some? Screw it myself.
Yes, I would love some.
I pass my pipe.
He needs something to
over.
put up with the rest of us.
Now it's gonna take forever to fucking get in here. God damn it.
It's a lot easier to deal with Eerie when she smokes this.
It's a lot easier to deal with me when I'm drinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big old hit.
It's not working.
Torga takes a big old swig out of her mug. She's like, well, I think I'm ready to die today. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some real character development right now. I'm gonna smoke it up. I'm gonna drink it up. I'm gonna become one of you guys right now. That's the only way to survive this.
Yeah.
One of us, Resh. It's about time. You're stiff. You're just a bit stiff. I mean, I like you. Just a bit. Little bit stiff. I need to calm
That's
down.
Ditari's fault.
Loosened up. I don't want to hear anything about
Nobody.
your dragon.
The one time I had
ride,
sarcasm.
did she ride you a little hard the last 10 minutes?
Wow.
Yes.
Eerie. I smack Eerie for that one.
What? You literally rode him over here.
True.
I was not stiff
You
until
did.
then.
It was literal. It's literal.
That's because you're the
Literal
demon spawn with a whore grandmother that has a dirty mind.
Well, I can't.
Another
true,
generation
but-
riding dragons.
Your grandmother would be proud.
I grab my pipe back from Resh and I take like the deepest hit possible.
So, as you guys are enabling a bunch of addictive traits, do you guys walk into the cave?
To the treasure. Since apparently we can't get the giant frickin' golden tree, but whatever.
You need to get over that. That was somebody's resting place.
You promised more gold, all right? And that was a lot of gold back there that you all said I couldn't have.
Somebody's resting place says the one that I saw take something from the ground.
Yeah, you get to take something. Why not me? Come on.
Because I gave an offering. I respected the dead, and it decided to reward me with a beautiful necklace.
Was it wrapped around his neck when they buried him? Because if not, you'd literally just broke his neck.
Listen. I didn't see any neck bones.
Looked like it was wrapped around a finger. Wait, that's not a finger.
I told you I knew what it was.
Finders keepers. Yes. Finders.
How high is the top of the cave? Because I want to see what I want to examine.
Yeah, it's about maybe 10 to 12 feet tall. Like, so the top part of that cave, where the swirling eye is.
Hey, Resh, can you give me a boost? I wanna see what's written up there.
Yeah, because I still got my wings from the flyover, so we'll go up there and check it out.
Thanks.
Erie's gonna be a smartass and climb on top of his ice block and just float up to the top of it.
There's not even water there, Erie.
Just underneath him, between them, like as I lift up as she's looking at him, I lift up right to the side of her, standing on the ice block.
Staring at her.
No, I'm staring at the thing, just trying to ignore her.
Okay, all right. So
Torga's just standing there like, oh.
So
it's almost
I'm
like
going to cast chromatic orb, first level chromatic orb with doing fire damage to his ice cube.
Would you like to know what the hit points are per square footage on that?
I've been looking. Don't you worry.
That's great. Thanks, Resh.
Torga sits down, leans up against the back of a rock, and just, starts, wiping off her axe, just waiting for them anytime. Yeah.
To finish up.
Yeah, just sitting there, just wiping it, shining it up, just thinking about the blood that might, if we ever get in the fucking cave, kill something.
So, can I roll an investigation check?
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh shit. I got 9. Erie's ice cube
well,
got away.
yeah. So there wasn't too much to figure out, but this carving matches from what you can tell, matches the age of the bones that were put on the rest of the cave, and it's definitely ancient, and you get a sense that it was a sort of a magical barrier of some sort. You get a sense that it was a preventative measure, not a warning sign.
If I roll an Arcana check, can I see if there's any magic left to it?
Explain further what you're trying to do.
Trying to detect any magical barriers that are preventing us from entering or that may cause us harm if we enter.
Okay, roll.
That's literally just curiosity that's keeping us from entering the cave.
Well, she does look like a cat, so that works.
It's 21.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe I'd have to keep
So-
a ball of string in my pouch for her next time.
Yeah.
I have a
no,
plus
no.
11 on Arcana, so.
Okay. Yeah.
Flood
I would just say bring catnip, and she'd be under your control forever. So
She totally would be.
you do an Arcana check, and the swirling eye doesn't necessarily have anything with that particular sculpture or that sort of the described shape, but you sense sort of this bubble or barrier that's just mere inches away from where you are.
Uh-oh.
That is protecting the inside of this cave. And as you look, this bubble or this barrier extends from the very edge of the cave on the right hand side at the very last bone, and it sort of bows out and then curves back in to the very last bone on the left side.
Alrighty. You guys, there is a barrier up here. It goes from bone to bone. I don't know what it's going to do if we cross that barrier or if we can even get in here, but it's going from bone to bone.
I heard that in a brothel one time.
That's what she said.
Bone to bone.
You're confusing that with ass to mouth. It is not the same.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm sure I heard bone to bone, don't cross.
If you said tip to tip, that'd be one thing. But how did you get to ass to mouth? How did you make that jump?
Somebody's thinking
Look.
about other things.
She's
What is
been
in that
hanging out with
drink?
Ditari for too long.
A dwarf never kisses and tells.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's
Not
talk
if it's
about
past the mouth, they don't.
Well, that's kind of like what happens if I were to kiss you.
Wow.
Whoa.
I mean, I can be an ass. I
Oh.
have admitted that.
Yeah,
That tracks.
yeah.
That tracks. I can ride with that. Fine.
Thank you. Yes, you got it.
Dwarf flirting is so weird.
It is fascinating. Next thing you know, they're going to be punching each other in the face and making babies.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
that's
that's
a romantic date.
Tyrion, Tori,
Are-
kissing in the tree.
Any of you
Punch
able
their
to
face
cast?
and make me pee.
Do any of you have dispel magic?
I don't. I was just going to ask you that.
Do you still have the shards of my sword?
Should
I
be in the
do.
bag.
Will that dispel the magic?
It has the ability to dispel magic if there's any power still in that sword.
Let's see what the
Okay.
bubble does, though. He's gonna push whatever's left of his ice block that Rush tried to destroy into the thing without anybody on, just the ice into the bubble, or at least through the entrance, because Erie only knows what Ditari said.
Your ice platform goes into the cavern entrance without incident, from what you would understand that that Ditari had, as she explained it.
So we're fine to go in. Got it. Gibble will start going in.
Oh, Jesus.
Sick.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
no.
That backfired.
How do you know
All right.
that it won't? You. Oh.
We know it
So
won't kill a block of ice.
Why don't you
Um,
Not
send
a
Gibble.
block
Bob?
of ice.
Gibble, you
Send
have
Bob.
dark vision, right?
Yeah, Gibble has dark vision.
All right. So you just march on through, and nothing happens. You walk in, and you're probably about. I mean, from this picture, the rest of you guys can see Gibble because he's near that. Let me just go over to this picture here. I can give you this. Gibble walks in, and he's sort of about here. Can you guys see my cursor here?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's in this area right here, and the bubble that Ditari was just talking about is sort of from here
Yeah.
to sort of over here. So he just like trots in there without any issue.
I don't see a problem here, guys. Let's just go.
Why is there a barrier
I'm gonna
but we can
follow
walk through
him
it?
right in.
That doesn't make
I
any
can't let
sense.
Gibbo in good conscience go on his own.
No, I must go. I can't let Gibby go alone.
Okay, so you go in, you follow, same thing. You just walk through, and you're standing beside him a little bit deeper into the cave. You have dark vision as well, correct?
Correct.
I do.
Okay, and oh, you're still there
Yes, I
too?
do. Yep, I'm going to. I will never let Gibble go alone.
All right, so who's still outside on this sort of landing area? So we've got Eerie, we've got Resh, and we've got Ditari.
Yeah.
Erie's gonna start mumbling to himself, can't let him go alone. Fucking throws a fit and he grows 10 feet tall. Like, who's gonna fuck that up?
I don't trust it at all. So Accio wretch sword, and I have the broken
You have a shard?
piece with the handle. Yeah. Resh,
So
what do I do with it?
You probably shouldn't touch it.
I can touch it.
I didn't touch it, and I took damage the whole fucking time.
But
Let me have it for a moment. I can see if it still works.
He wants to die.
Yeah.
To be fair, only Resh knows
so
how to
Resh,
use
you
the
grab
sword.
I
you
trust
grab
you,
the
buddy.
shard,
Here you
and
go.
can you roll
All right.
a d20, please?
Uh-oh.
Any modifiers or just a D20?
D20.
Hopefully you get health points, like extra bonus. It's from the book.
Well, that's a 6.
A 6.
I'm sorry, you broke up. What was that?
It was a 6.
Okay. That's still. So you feel a shiver when you take that shard, but you are not. You sort of combat that feeling. So picking that up again definitely sends you a warning that this shard is definitely not a good thing for you, but you prevailed over it. So
thank
what
God.
would you like to do with it?
I'd like to attempt it. One of the abilities it had was to dispel magic. So I'd like to attempt to raise the shard towards the cave and cast dispel magic.
Okay. Do so. Let me see here. Do a. Give me a second here. What level would be?
Torga looks at Gris and go, do you think that maybe something's bad that we were able to just walk through here? But
Okay.
trying to dispel it?
oh, absolutely.
You'll need to do
Yeah,
a
Me too. Yeah.
constitutional. Well, that's a saving throw, but it's a. Well, dispel magic is a.
I don't have a good feeling about
It's a level.
No, I don't either. But we're on the other side and we're not dead yet.
Erie's gonna whisper, at least it's not Ditari doing it. She'd probably hit you guys.
I heard
Well,
that.
this is true.
Okay.
I
I've got a
agree with
number
that.
on a d20 that you have to roll above.
Okay.
I'll
choosing
allow
my-
you to.
So it's using my spell casting modifier. So in this
Yes.
case, it would be charisma that I'd be rolling.
Okay, what's your modifier?
Oh, I got a +7.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
So go ahead and roll.
You cut out and froze,
Is he
Rush.
frozen?
Sorry, that for some reason when I roll in D&D Beyond on here, it breaks me up. 21 was the roll.
Yes.
Okay, so
That was the number, right?
it
You
was
just know it's 22.
higher. Yeah, it was 27.
30.
No, you definitely rolled above it. So you dispel that. You get a sense that something has dropped away. Now your shards are done. That was the last. You had one more dispel magic, so your shards are now without magic. And also you feel the pull from that shard, or the shards are irrelevant now. That weapon is no longer attracted to you, or you to it. So those that pull is no longer there. So that's almost like an inanimate object.
I'm just gonna toss it in the dirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aries gonna go and pick it up and stick it back in Ditari's bag.
Okay.
It's okay.
So all right. So
Let me rephrase that. Aries gonna use Mage Hand to pick it up and put it in freaking Ditari's bag. I'm not touching that shit again.
okay. You do that. And okay, so at this point, Ditari, what are you doing? So you see Resh has explain what you just did, Resh, because there's nothing visual happening here.
Yeah, I would explain to her, what I felt when I grabbed the shard, that I could feel the evil still in there, but I was able to channel that to cast Dispel Magic, and the magical effects that are in this area have dissipated. And once that happened, I could feel all the magic leaving the shard that I have, which is why I tossed it away.
Rush, are you okay?
Yes.
It didn't affect you?
No.
Oh, that's.
Oh no!
I feel completely fine now.
Show his foot. You're fucked on this little screen.
I'm suddenly attracted to Resh.
That moment.
Like you weren't 2 episodes ago.
And they talk about dwarf flirting. Ugh.
Right? There was no flirting. She immediately jumped on top of him and rode him all the way here.
Yeah, at least we have a little bit of foreplay. I mean, good lord.
I mean, technically, she asked. She asked.
Oh, there's foreplay. Yeah.
She bought me dinner. It was okay.
Gibble rides him all over the place. You guys say nothing. I take one ride across a waterfall, and now you're up in my shit.
It's only because we've heard about your grandmother and her dragon.
More importantly, you have told us every opportunity about your grandmother.
Even when we said, please, not again, you were like, yeah, she banged a dragon.
I was also flying with my back down towards the ground. So
that didn't help any, at all.
Do they really have to ride reverse?
I wondered why you were doing the whole Titanic thing with your arms out.
They were
9 months later.
Freaking ice cube.
It's going to be an ugly kid, but we're going to love him.
He's going to have a dragon baby.
Never moved.
Whatever evil is in here is now running.
The baby's name is Dead Resh.
Oh my god.
Or Retardy.
Okay, so what do you guys do? So we've got Eerie, we've got Resh, we've got Ditari, who are still outside of this now dissipated bubble. What do you do?
I walk in.
Harry's still standing there watching Resh, waiting for Resh to walk in.
Come on in, guys. The cave is fine. It's warm in here.
Yeah, come on. I mean, we've been standing here and waiting for y'all to,
over here throwing broken swords and shit.
I mean, we've been standing here the whole time.
Okay, Ditari, are you holding the skull in your
Yes. Well, it's in the satchel, which is in my bag of holding. Which I should take out because we're here now. Right?
Well, I'm asking you now because you didn't take it out before, but
yeah.
As you cross that threshold, visually you see the bones that are inlaid in this cave entrance fall to dust. And you feel movement in your bag of holding.
Oh, crap.
that is unusual.
It's not unusual if you've
Guys.
ever been to a brothel.
Or you're Indiana Jones and trying to get the golden idol.
I'm going to open my
Give me
bag.
the idol. Okay.
If only she spoke Jovito.
And then I'm going to close my bag.
Give me the idol.
Over the way.
Hey, guys. Guys,
Yeah? Yeah?
my bag of holding is moving.
Did you stuff a squirrel in there somewhere when we
It's
weren't
okay. Just breathe through it. It'll pass.
Wait. Is that where he went?
I think.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Where the fuck did that thing go?
Oh my gosh!
I thought that was a girl.
So you look in your bag of holding, and the
Yeah.
skulls, the 2 skulls you picked up from the church, are still
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But the 1 skull that was part of the campaign, is now just a pile of dust. In the same way that the bones of this cave entrance are now to dust.
Guys,
Yeah?
Gyadza's skull just like it's gone. It's just
Did you
gone?
sit on
Has
it?
it disappeared, gone, or what?
it just
Oh.
Did you hear the music in the cave change? I'm getting a bad feeling.
Yeah.
It was playing a nice melody. I was really feeling the nature vibe, and now getting to be ominous now.
As soon as she
I'm
said
really
dust,
starting to get the hang of the narrator with the book over there in the boom. He really seems to have a grasp on what's going to happen.
all right.
So as you guys are basically in this area of the entrance, as you cross over the threshold, you all feel sort of a very cold chill, and
It's like
an
sitting on that ice block.
uneasiness. And any magic that you had cast beforehand is now gone. Any
What?
fresh
Oh.
food that you have is now spoiled. And
you already ruined my
as
day.
you enter, well, most of you are already there. As Ditari entered this area with her skull, you all feel a rush of energy, and you feel a pull to.
You're going to have to buy me dinner first if you're going to be pulling.
And you guys feel this movement, this soul-splitting movement.
Gotta have a soul. Ditari should be fine.
And
Yeah.
you end up
Fuck a soul.
Fuck a soul.
sort of all standing in front of this
Oh no.
odd-looking creatures. And
Who
Yeah,
the
see-
fuck are these guys?
They're as ugly as Dewey. Those guys are ugly as Dewey. That makes sense.
Where the fuck did these come from?
And as you guys sort of appear in this area, all of you at the same time, the main one in the middle, he says, "Well, I'm guessing Derek didn't quite fulfill his task, but you're here. Wonderful. Welcome." And in front of you is this sort of skeletal, decrepit creature floating above the ground, and to its right and to its left it has these 2 undead looking creatures, also in decrepit clothing, standing at the edge of these sort of what looks like pools, like these like multi-layered stepped pools, but like these like decrepit water, like very putrid water, like demonic water behind them. Over to the right-hand side of them, you see this elevated mound of gravel. And on that mound of gravel, you see like a sort of shimmering area. You can't really tell what it is because you're not too far from it, but it's so bright. It's just sitting over there. And this creature in front of you, the two creatures to the left and to the right of it are just sort of standing there, sort of moving towards the left and the right, very much just hanging out, almost as if it's waiting for orders. And this creature in the middle and says, well, you've crossed the entrance, breaking the barrier with the skull, and therefore releasing us from this abode. And for that, I thank you.
Hey, Larry and your brothers Daryl and Daryl. You think you're leaving here? You got another thing coming.
I'm Larry. It's my brother Daryl.
So Grace, is the Daryl 1 and Daryl 2? Is that how we're? That's the Daryl
You need
1
to
and
be
Daryl 2.
this old to get that joke.
See, Charles was watching Newhart. He was watching Newhart right before this show started. It's amazing.
One of my favorites. The last episode, they actually spoke.
I remember that. I
Exactly.
watched that episode.
I fucking recorded that episode.
Yep.
On VHS.
Now, if you look at the bottom
Now, was
right-hand
it
corner
on
of the screen, you'll
YouTube?
see Spencer down there. He's like, what? What's
What
going
the hell is
on?
Newhart?
What-
Please explain.
Well, I was
What's
gonna
on
say
your heart?
Larry, Moe, and Shep, but you know.
Why would you pick
It's
Shep?
my brother
instead of
Daryl.
Curly?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
Curly was
Gibble-
obviously superior to Shep.
Yeah,
Shep was okay.
Gibble's not going to understand their name anyway. He's going to be like, what are they?
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was amazing. Okay, so I will allow you guys to roll initiative at this point.
All right.
What if we don't want to roll?
Well, then don't. You're totally fine.
Damn it! I don't like being given options.
I got an 8.
Hot diggity damn! I rolled a
That
nine.
is
So, Chris, you got 8.
That's
8.
probably the only 20 I'm going to roll all night.
Shit, you
Nice.
wasted it
Here you
on
got
initiative.
20.
Damn
I
it.
know. Wasted on. You're going to get fucked up first.
All right.
I got a 10.
Everybody else?
I
Torga got a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
18.
Torga's glad to be in the back on this one.
I also got an 18. Ditari, what's your dex modifier?
3. Oh, wait, Dex. 1.
All right, so I would be before Ditari.
All right.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Nice.
Balls.
Oh, no. Gibby.
Oh, so if I add my initiative plus it, I'm at 21 too. I just rolled a natty 20. I was excited about the natty 20. I didn't care.
I would be excited about a natty 22.
A natty
Yeah.
20 is a good reason to get excited.
Yeah, natty 20.
Natty
All right, so we got.
Can we stop while I've got a natty 20 and just call it? Because that's epic.
I know.
I know
You're
instead
already
of
dead.
I think we need to kill the 3 bad guys in front of us first. Why does it smell like farts in here?
I don't know. Somebody
You're
can light him
standing
on
next
fire.
to Gibble.
That could be. Smells like farts in here.
Well, I
Why does
washed
everything
myself.
have to smell bad?
Erie
No,
just
Why does
I
everything have
washed.
to smell bad?
I washed you.
yeah, Erie just washed me.
Credit where credit's due.
Oh,
Nah,
crap.
it's more. It's not. What?
Torga, is there a gem on the ground?
There's something there.
Touch it.
You can touch it.
Gibble.
I'm not touching it.
You lost something, Gibble.
What?
Larry scared him a little.
All right, hold on. Let me put it back up there.
Oh.
Oh.
We don't have time for you to be shoving that up your arse the whole time.
Well, do it in front of the bad guys. It might be work for intimidation.
Yeah, turn around and show them your arse.
Larry,
Don't do
check
that.
this out.
That was
I
awful,
guarantee
Cody.
you it's a sign of intimidation. I guarantee you. It's totally a sign of intimidation.
Okay, so Gibble, you actually have initiative over
Gibble will
Giazza.
spend his turn
Saying, "Why, thank you for the welcoming. I am very humbled, and I would like my gold now for freeing you all."
Girl, give a fuck
No.
guy.
Let him go.
Bro.
Let him go.
Yeah, I kind of want to see where
play
this
out.
goes out.
Okay, let's go.
Bold move, Gil. We'll see how this works out.
Gold. Gold is what you want?
Yeah.
I can fill you a mountain of gold for what I want. And it is the most simple of things that I want.
Yeah,
See,
and that
you have destroyed my undead army. I have been watching you all for months. And the past few days, you have decimated my impressive army that has been spawned by Darok.
They weren't that impressive.
And you took him out as well, which is I'm quite impressed by. But
Wait.
you see, my ultimate goal was to have someone you all know, someone you most likely detest, but she's quite important to me. I'm talking, of course, about Miss Bristwind.
Oh,
You thwarted
that
my plan in Castle Ironbridge, and I have been wanting her for several months now. I will give you, little green one, a mountain of gold if you were to simply travel back and bring her back to me. And I
Deal.
will let you
Oh.
I will let you and most of your friends live. If you
Sorry.
just bring her back to me, I will give you riches and gold beyond your imagination.
Wait,
He talks like he has a choice.
wait. Most of my friends, Bob's safe, right? He's a safe one here, right?
Wow! You know
Thanks,
what?
Gibby.
I will
Thanks,
let you
Gibby.
choose which one of your friends has to remain here for a while.
Fuck, I'm dead.
Or this might be controversial. You can shut the fuck up.
I like
Yeah.
Chris. I like Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. Yeah.
Or
Because
we can tell
took out,
you.
we
you
took
can,
out your undead. We took out your army. We got Durrock, and you can't have the woman.
The
It's
rock
not
is
happening.
pretty squishy for being a rock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling this whole deal, old man. Not feeling it.
I will offer
I-
you all riches beyond your belief.
Yes,
Just bring-
offer me money.
bring-
Offer me
Man,
money.
have you
Riches
seen how I
beyond
live?
my relief.
Like, what the fuck? I live. If you've watched this the last couple of months, you know I don't give a shit.
Do you know who
About
my
money,
family
so.
is? I've got all the
Oh,
riches.
see, again,
You can
another
possibly
opportunity.
imagine.
Why don't you tell
Talk
him
about
what your grandmother did?
All that matters to me are the people here with me. You can take your gold and shove it up your arse.
At least they paid
Yeah.
attention to your backstory, Ditari.
Gibble does.
Thank you.
Get him drunk once, and now he's off topic.
Yeah.
He's not drunk. It was my pipe weed.
He said he was drinking and doing pipe weed.
Oh, he
Like,
did say he
one
was
of
drinking.
us.
He's got a nice little
Oh.
crossfit.
And I smoked what was the rest of the skull back there.
Oh, oh,
How'd you smoke it? It was already ash. Probably just snorted it.
oh.
And so he says, well, that skull was part of my binding to the Spire, and you've released us from that. So I thank you for that. But I would much prefer if one of you stayed back as a sign of insurance while the rest of you bring back Bristwind to me. She has awoken me from a 500 years worth of sleep, and I'm quite entranced with her power and her soul. And bring her back and you will all live. Well, maybe not all of you, but I will leave you and your non-undead lives to continue on.
I mean, I'd be pissed if a chick waked me from a nap too, but that seems a little excessive.
I mean, honestly, if I had to sit here and wait for them to fucking go back and then get that bitch and then come back, I'd die of fucking boredom. I really am not feeling this at all.
Erie, he's not pissed at Liara. He wants to fuck her.
I've been here for over 600 years. Believe me. Another couple
of days.
It's
really nice outside.
You don't look a day over 250, I'll tell you.
Why, thank you.
Are we in turn order, or are we just talking with this guy right now?
You guys are just talking right now.
I just want to cast Sleet Storm right now on those three.
Jesus.
I want this dude to shut the fuck up. So it's a 40-foot tall, 20-foot radius cylinder of sleet that's just going to come down on those three.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
The ground is so the area is heavily obscured and exposed. Flames in the area are doused. Ground in the cylinder is difficult terrain. When a creature enters the cylinder for the first time or on a turn or starts its turn there, so like right now, it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be prone or have the prone condition and lose concentration.
Okay, so the creature towards the left, the token mage, is going to cast Counterspell against that. So can you please roll a Constitution?
So he would need to roll. Well, what level is he casting? What level is he casting it at?
He is casting at a level. Let me see. Let's see level. Wait, let me ring him up. Just give me a second. Shit, I have that open. Oh. That is praise. Dear Lord, I have 400,000 windows open on my fucking computer. He is. Level 10.
So he's a level 10 spellcaster?
Yes. Yeah, he's a warlock, level 10 warlock.
So he's casting it at like 5th level, something like that?
Let me see here. Let me get the specifics. This is going to be...
Which level spell slot is he using?
Yeah. He's using level... Give me a second. Blast, counterspell at level 4.
Okay, so he's countering at 4, then that would dissipate the spell.
Okay. And that is done from his roster of spells.
How far apart are they spaced?
Well, let's take a look. Okay, so you cast that that can you explain what just happened there?
Yeah, so I made the motions to cast Sleet Storm, and I guess everybody would have seen clouds, a cold cloud forming right above them. But as soon as the undead knows what I was doing. He quickly made the motion to counter that spell, and that you guys would have seen that cloud dissipate very clearly, and the magic dissipated.
Okay.
That's not good a sign.
So you guys are like 10 to 15 feet away from these creatures. Not very far at all.
How far apart are they, though, from Mr. Giazza?
Well, so they're like 10 feet apart from each other, basically. Now, as they were talking, I gave a advantage to Resh because as we're talking and everyone's sort of like just basically, feeling each other out, he took the initiative. But as that attack came, we are going to go into the initiative round at this point. So that is going to be, well, in fact, it's going to be Gibble. Because you actually superseded Giazza. So here's the roll. It's going to be Gibble, then Giazza, then it's going to be Eerie, then Ditari, and then Resh again.
Resh went before me.
Oh, okay, sorry. Whoops.
Yeah.
Gibble rolled a 21 on initiative, right?
Yes, that's why he's going first.
I matched his. I rolled a nat 20, but I have 1+ to initiative, so I'm 21.
What's your dex?
Screw you.
My dexterity?
Yeah.
That's +1.
All right. Well, I have the higher dex, which is technically determines who goes first in that case.
No, I was just more worried about Giazza, not you. You're good.
Oh.
Good.
I just don't want to get. I don't want to get smacked before he smacks me. Gibble was the one given the option to freaking bail on all of us and leave one of us here. I knew I was going to be left. It wasn't sure as fuck wasn't Bob.
I'll say Gibble's just trying to figure out wait a moment. There's this great gold deal, and then Resh just did his thing. So he's kind of just thinking, what the hell, Resh? We had an opportunity for a lot of gold here.
Gibble, no. He's a bad,
All right.
bad guy.
So, Gibble, you're going to kick off the round.
What the hell, Resh? Now we can't get the fucking gold.
Oh my god. People just swore.
Yeah.
Kill these bastards and you can get their gold.
Got it.
That's a good point.
Gibble will go after the mages that's closest to him.
Okay, so we are looking at, let me zoom in here. You've got this mage over here, token mage, sorry. This mage, and you saw this character sort of incant and blocked Resh's magic. So
Sure.
You're definitely closer to him. And in fact, you are.
Seems like I'm pretty close.
Whoops. Yeah, you're close, but let me just sort of show you.
10 feet,
10 feet.
yeah. Yeah, Gibble will just waddle over to him and smack him with his great axe.
Okay. Okay, give me a second
Waddle
here.
over like he shit himself because gem's falling out of his ass again.
You really need to put that in pouch, Gibble. Not for your arms.
The gem just falls out as he walks over.
Okay.
He's done
Poor
that
guy,
one too many
I
times.
don't want to touch that again.
This point, I think he's doing it on purpose.
It is.
All right.
All right, Gibble has 2 attacks against it, so let's go.
And you're on deck, Erie.
All right. First attack is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
20's 20.
All right, and that'll be Just 11 damage since Gibble has not raged.
Just 11. Sure.
Just 11.
Okay, go ahead.
And then his second attack will be a numbers 27. That's right. 27.
Damn.
27 damage?
No, to hit for the second attack.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a hit.
No, definitely 27 damage. Just yeah, we'll take that.
Well, look at that. The
Definitely.
mage just gained a 0.
Definitely, let's go. I'm taking a nap while he takes care of this.
Yeah. And then there'll be 15 slashing damage for the other one.
Okay.
Damn.
And that'll be Gibble's turn as he goes up and smacks that one with his great axe a couple times.
Okay. So 15, right? You said?
15 plus, what was that I said earlier? 11.
Yeah, I got that part. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So 15 plus that earlier one, yeah. So.
Okay. All right, give me a second here. All right. And just before you attack Eerie, Gyatso at this point, as you guys have come to know him, he is going to cast. Where is it here? It's going to be okay. So I'm going to break you guys up into. Got 6 of you basically. This could be 1 is Ditari, 2 is Grist, 3 is Torga, 4 is Resh, 5 is Gibble, and 6 is going to be Eerie. 5. All right, that makes sense. So Gibble, can you please roll a Constitution saving throw? So whatever bonus you have for Constitution, it needs to be above 18 or 18 or above. Let me know what that roll is.
Including, okay.
Yeah. So whatever your bonus is,
add the bonus is what you're saying. Constitution saving throw is what you said, right?
Yep.
21.
I mean, great, good news. That's fantastic.
Thank God.
Gibble's
Yeah.
too stupid to realize anything's trying to happen to him, you know.
All right.
That's
All right.
believable.
So, 5 plus 3 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. Plus 2 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. Plus 3 is 19. So you take 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
And the actual spell does not work. That is a
what was he casting?
a legendary
Action, sure.
yeah, it's a legendary lair action that just was triggered but did not work.
What exactly was he doing for why I took damage?
Don't worry about it. That's fine.
Just random pain. Got it.
Yes. In some circles it's called disrupt life, but in other circles you're not quite sure. Yes. So, with that being done, Eerie, it is your turn.
How far off the ground is Gyatso?
He's actually on the ground. He's not far off the ground.
Okay. Eerie's not even going to hesitate. He's going to rage and then recklessly attack Gyatso.
Okay. So let's do this. Let me move Gibble over here. Whee! Whee!
I like the wheeze.
Eerie wee.
Ew.
And so let me just line you guys up here. So next up is going to be it's going to be Resh and then Ditari. after Gibble. After Eerie. Well, and then someone else is going to attack too. But yes, so you guys get ready. Ditari and Resh. All right, so Eerie, what are you going to do?
Eerie recklessly attacks Gyadza after raging with his great axe.
Okay.
And that's going to be 26 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit. And what weapon are you using?
The great axe, his magically imbued great axe.
Okay. All right.
What the hell?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I just didn't pull out the bright dice for it. That's all.
Oh, you're using the weapon. Forgot. Bob's infusing it with lightning damage.
Yeah, Bob!
An extra D6.
Ooh.
And that's going to be plus the D6 for Bob. That's gonna. That's 20 damage for the first roll.
Oh shit.
Okay, so what portion of that is lightning?
It would be 6 as lightning.
So it's 3.
Okay.
He's got resistance to lightning.
So instead of 20, it'd be 17 damage.
Okay, let me just do my calculator. Fuckers, making me do math. Fucking 10, 11.
This is supposed to be fun night, not math night. Damn it.
That's your first of
That's
2?
the first attack. Yep. I have a question for the DM. When Eerie recklessly attacks, because he gets 2 attacks, does the advantage on the reckless attack only count for the first of the 2 attacks, even though they're for the same action?
It's for that one.
It's for the first one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's gonna be 24 to hit for the second hit.
It says giving advantage on melee attack rolls using strength during the turn, so it looks like both.
Oh, rolls? Okay.
That's what it says. It says attack rolls. So
well,
strength. So
and in both cases it's a hit, so you're good.
I was gonna say both of them got 24 anyway.
Not that it mattered, but just to clear up the question.
Yes, no, that's good. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so that's 24 to hit, and then so it's 11 slashing damage and 2 lightning, so 1 if it's halved.
Yes.
So 12 damage.
Total is 11.
Total is 12. Total slashing was 11, and the lightning added on top is an additional 1.
So 12.
So 12 total.
Okay. All right. So as a counterattack, reaction. He reaches out to you and grabs your shoulder.
Buy me dinner first.
Give me a second here.
Grabs you and casts bitch be gone. And you get
But remember, Mama didn't raise no bitch, so I know bitch. Unless you talk to Resh, and then that's a different story.
Okay, he's got plus 10. Okay. That's a 31 to hit.
That just barely hits.
And you take 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 6 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Plus 6 is 8, 14 cold damage.
Okay.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw of 18 or greater.
How much cold damage did you say it was? You said it was 14?
18.
18? Erie's raging,
Yep.
so it's half. Because he has resistance to everything but psychic damage.
Great news. Okay. All right.
And then
After that,
I have to do what now?
A Constitution saving throw of 18 or greater. So whatever bonuses you have for saving throws for Constitution.
I did not make it anywhere close.
Okay. So you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
So you
Can I choose the shape in which I paralyze him?
Oh my God. Yes, I will give you.
Yeah, we got.
I will give you. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You can choose whatever.
As Erie falls back, he's just like.
Charles, was that a spell or what did he do to do that damage?
It's a reaction paralyzing touch. This is a lich, so it's a reaction to an attack, and it's a it's a cantrip essentially.
Is it a leveled spell or is it a?
It's a legendary action.
But is it also a spell?
Yes.
It's a
As
spell,
in,
right?
could one attempt to counterspell that if they saw it?
Yes. If you, no, totally, absolutely, yes, you could.
That's if I could see it, I guess. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I would be able to see him.
You could definitely see it because Erie just attacked him, and as a reaction, as a legendary action, he chose his paralyzing touch as a legendary action, grabbed his shoulder and cast that. So before that happens, absolutely, you can.
Yeah, I think.
In the same way that the other character.
I think that's just an ability that he has, because I don't see it as a spell. So I think it's just an ability that he has. So I don't think I can counter that.
Well, it's part of. Let me see here. 3.
Vampiric touch, creeping touch.
You're right. Yeah, it's an ability that he's using as an action in his. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, buddy, you're paralyzed.
So 1 minute is 10 rounds. So
have fun.
What?
Yeah.
10 rounds? Nuh-uh.
All right. So
But the entire time he's mocking him.
exactly. That takes 2 damage per finger.
Say hello, my little
All right.
friend, Sledge and Jack.
Say hello. All right. So we've got actually it's Giaz's turn. So he is
Get fucked.
yeah. He is going to
Kiss my ass, because I'm first.
well, depending, but
Paralyzed, not frozen. There's a difference.
he's not too concerned about the little dwarf in front of him because, of course, he's now frozen for a little bit.
It's only because I wasn't smart enough to figure it out.
He is going
got a
to.
dumb question.
Okay.
I have heroic inspiration. Can I roll again? Is that what that counts for? Just being able to re-roll a save?
Heroic inspiration. Is that a trait? Because you're raging, or what? Where does that come from?
No, you gave him a point of inspiration earlier.
Yes, absolutely.
And then 2, I have an additional question. Never mind. That was something completely different. I just read it. So I can re-roll that one?
Yes, you can.
Probably
You
fuck
can
up this
spend
roll.
your inspiration to re-roll that.
What did I have to roll above?
18.
Damn it! Never mind. It was a good roll, but it still didn't hit that.
Nice, good use of it though. That's a good. That's
I
a
got
good
a
use of it.
16. I got a 16, but
Did you
I'm
add
smart,
modifiers?
just not that smart.
Did you add your modifiers though?
I did.
That sounded very defeated.
My
All
modifier
right.
is only +2.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
It's all right. I tried. It was an epic attempt. I'm happy.
It was.
I'm still sitting here like this, though.
Okay. Again, I'm going to roll 1d6 minus 1 so we can account for Eerie, who he's not targeting. Oops. A second. So that would be Gibble.
Oh no.
Bring it.
No.
He is going to cast a. So let's see. You have to roll. Can you please roll a Constitution saving throw?
Another one. You got it. That is going to be 15.
So you fail on that one. So as this creature twists and turns its disgusting, bony, leathery skin, fucking baseball mitt skin, it casts this cord of energy and it slams into Gibble
Oh no.
and ties him to this lich. And it's a you don't take damage right now, but you feel this tether to this creature, and you'll find out what that means shortly, because that was a lair action. And what he's going to do right now is it's his complete attack for this round is going to be, he's casting Prismatic Wall. And as you guys see this huge wall, and because we got Eerie over here. Let me see, we've got Eerie, who's sort of intimately close to here, and Gibble we've got who's attacking this guy over here. A prismatic wall. Let me see here. Let me see what it's going to be. Let's see, we got 10 feet, yeah, and 15 feet. So, Torga, Resh, Grist, Bob, and Ditari, you are now behind a prismatic wall that is... let me see. You guys have a wall of...
Charles, this is a long shot, but I want to try to counterspell that one.
Do it.
Well, okay.
I say it's a ninth level
Yes.
spell, which means I'm going to need a really good roll.
Yes.
But I'm going to try it.
All right.
Come on, baby girl.
Wow. Let's see if you pull this off. This is its highest spell. This is the
Nope.
best. Okay.
Nope.
Oh,
So the
I got halfway there. I halfway
Nice.
countered it.
it's worth it. It was worth a shot. And don't forget, this is also Gyaza's most powerful spell. But you guys are now it's nothing damage wise, it's just a barrier. So you guys essentially have a wedge shaped, so you guys can see my cursor here. It goes from here up to here.
Isn't there a drawing tool you could use?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to work because I had problems with layers. Believe me, I worked on this too many hours this afternoon and it didn't work. So let me try this.
Picture pages, lots of fun. Picture pages.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
I mean, we get the idea. I just figured I'd
Yeah.
ask.
No, I tried.
If you can't,
That spell's insane. That's an insane spell.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But now it's not encompassing you; it's blocking you. So you guys are behind a wall.
So we're behind it. So it's in front of
Yes.
us, and we're behind it. Okay.
Correct. So, So you guys aren't damaged by it, but you guys are blocked by it. So you're gonna have to get around this wall to attack. So now that is Gyaz's attack this round. So cancel.
Mr. Miyagi can kiss my arse.
So from this point, Ditari, Resh, and then we've got Ditari, Resh, and Torga at 10. And then Bob who's gonna follow
Ditari.
Grist.
What's
So
that?
I'm still before Ditari.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Resh and then Ditari, you guys have an attack. Now you guys have this massive wall in front of you. You have no clear path to anybody. You have to sort of navigate your way around. So you've got imagine this wall over here. You've got Resh, you've probably got about 15 feet, and then you'll be outside the wall, and then maybe 20 feet to get towards that other character on the right-hand side of Gyadza. So, and it goes to the ceiling. So it's not sealed. You could probably fly over it, but I don't know if you still have your wings or if there's still an option.
That was no, because they last for 10 minutes, and I casted them before
Okay.
we even came over. So I'm sure it's been over 10 minutes since then.
Yes.
It says it can be destroyed.
Yeah.
It says it has an AC of 10.
Well, but you
But it
also have
doesn't-
9 layers. Yes, you have to go
It
through
doesn't
9
say
layers.
how many hit points each layer has, though.
Correct.
I have
And-
hit points.
And you have to counter each layer with its specific frailty.
It's a lot of points.
Yes. It's
Red alone is 25 points of cold damage.
and that's layer 1.
That's layer 1. The next
Alright,
one
so-
is 60 points of force damage.
That's if we try to pass through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can just like take it like a champ and just like run through this thing.
Let's do it.
But that's like 1, 2. That's 60 d6. I'm probably not going to do that. That's probably
Yeah,
not a good
that's
idea.
It sounds like a not so good idea.
So it looks like it's a 30 feet high.
30
Yes.
feet.
Ah.
Alright. Alright.
So people can't pass through it, but it doesn't mean that spells can't pass through it.
And no, you're right. You just can't see your target.
You can't see the target either.
Oh.
It's not translucent. And it's not to the back wall. It's not a prison per se. You're behind a massive barrier that is going to prevent you from doing a direct attack.
All right.
So like I said, you've got about let me see here. If you want to look on the screen here.
I'm going to
You've got
attempt then. I'm going to attempt then to cast Sleet Storm again to try to break his concentration.
Okay. me check that.
So.
Let me see here. Give me a second.
And that would put me out of 3rd level spell slots. Since I can't see them, I'm just gonna. It would affect definitely the mage, whatever the dude's Giad, whatever his name is,
Giadza.
the acolyte, Giadza, the acolyte, and Eerie. Well, Eerie's already on the ground, so it doesn't matter about him. But the other 3 would have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Erie's just gonna mumble, "Quit helping."
Oh, Ken!
That eye.
Okay. All right. So you've got a slot for using that same one again?
Yeah, but I'd be out after that.
Okay. That's going to be a. And what's the saving? Well, that's an area effect,
15.
right? You're
It's for each one. It's a 15. It's a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
Okay. Let me see what he's got. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's fuck. That falls. That you break his concentration and that prismatic wall falls in front of it.
Yes.
Oh, so pretty. Bye.
Let's freaking
Bye,
go.
Let's go.
So he falls straight on his ass, and he's
Yes.
laying right next to Eerie now.
And that was a 1.
Erie's gonna mumble.
I am going to give me a second here.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Wow.
Well,
With
it's a 20-foot radius, so it's 20-foot radius, so I'm not sure if I can get both of them, but at least him and the acolyte next to him.
Well, the acolyte. Yeah. Well, okay. You know what? Let me roll for him separately then. Let me roll for him.
Well, if it's a 20-foot radius, they're 10 feet apart between them. So that would, if
Are
you
they?
did
Yeah,
the
then
big
I don't know.
guesstimating
It's
it,
Yeah,
odds
because
are
it's true.
that would be 20 feet.
Yeah. Well, actually, the acolyte failed, but nowhere nearly as badly as Giadza. For that, I am going to give Giadza a disadvantage on its next attack.
Nice.
That was a legendarily bad
Nice play.
roll. Wow. Nicely done.
Do I take any damage from that?
And since this dude, the Sleet Storm does not have damage.
Gotcha.
It's a concentration thing.
It only. Let's see. So now that I dropped that, I'm going to take my action surge, which means I can get myself another action. And
yes.
I'm going to attempt. You know what? Well, if I break concentration, doesn't matter anyway. It did its job. So I'm going to attempt to run up to Giadza and just hack away at him with my longsword.
Okay. And this longsword is magically imbued?
It is. It's the one that we found inside the church.
Okay.
First, I need to pass my dexterity saving throw. Let's see. When a creature enters the cylinder for the first time. Yeah, so hopefully I don't slip my own ass with my own spell. But let's see.
Just roll a 1, baby. Roll a 1.
No, all right, I got 20. So dirty 20. That's good. All right, so
Okay.
I'm going to go right up to Giadza and swing with the longsword.
Okay.
And it's a plus. All right, well, the first one's a complete swing and a miss. And I have one more swing with it.
Don't forget, Ditari, you're
which
up
is
next.
a 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right, which is 14. Plus, I'm going to give it my psionic strike.
Psionic.
16. Okay. And then the D6. Bob's still doing his thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, as long as it's a weapon, you're good to go.
And then, so it's halved on that. So 18 damage total, which is a combination of slashing, psychic, and lightning damage.
And is that halved for the lightning damage?
That's yep.
All
that
right,
was halved.
so
I got a 4 for that. So I halved it to 2. So 18 total damage.
Less math for me. I appreciate it. All right.
So I'm going to stand right over Erie so he can see right up at my Dragon Balls as I'm trying to grab it. And since he's paralyzed, he has no choice but to look up at me the whole time and not say anything.
He crouches a little bit to get into the attack position.
You see Erie's eyes just start to tear a little bit and run to the side.
I'm going to call it a defensive position, but really, I just wanted to look at my nuts the entire time.
That's a definite deep.
Oh, look at that. He's protecting him.
And Charles, that'll do it for me.
Okay, that's it for
Why?
you. Okay, so he did the
Torga's computer froze, but it's better now. She's backstage.
Oh shoot! Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The benefit of being frozen or petrified is Erie can't gag.
Perpetually having it sit in the back of his throat.
It's sitting.
He's like,
it's like in the one in the chamber. It's just waiting.
Nor can he react to the small cube that they drop down.
It's on his face.
I can't even
It's actually
breathe out.
scales.
Right.
I have scales that drop off my balls.
Oh,
You breathe it in.
I just shed.
Is that like? I was gonna say, is that like a dandruff, but for your Dragon Balls?
Yeah. I'm going to take a very low defensive stance right above.
Yeah, right.
Crouch.
He's in the ready position. Yeah, he is.
He's doing lunges, getting ready for his next.
You're sitting here thinking about it like, I wish I never brought him back. Fuck that shit. That was such a bad idea.
all right. Well,
shit. I wish
okay.
Torgrid never brought me back. That would have been just as fun.
Ditari, it is your attack.
All right. How much room between me and the little guy who was picking on Gibble?
You got about
That's Torga.
10 to 15.
That's
10 to 15. Oh, sorry. Probably about 15 to 20 feet.
That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, roll 2 hits. It is a 27 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
All right.
You're going on. Okay.
We're going to cast Witch Bolt on that guy. He really pissed me off picking on Gibble like that.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, Charles, I forgot to mention that when I hit him with my long sword, that gives him disadvantage on his next attack. I think you said you were going to do that anyway, but
Yes, he's got, yeah.
yeah.
He's got disadvantage, yep.
That's 35 damage. A beam of crackling blue energy lances out. It is a ranged attack, everybody. Okay, everybody's safe.
Thank you.
Crackling
I'm
blue
way
energy.
behind.
Erie's laying on the floor. He's like he can't close his eyes, but he wishes he could.
It's
for more
not
than one
even
reason.
fire. It's not even fire. Crackling blue energy lances out towards the creature. forming a sustained arc of lightning between me and him. I hit. He takes 35 damage.
Jesus, 35?
Damn.
35. Yeah.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
It's 4d12s. It's only a level 4. I could have done it at level 6.
Sorry, it's only.
It's only level 4. But yeah, so 35.
Yeah, so he definitely stumbles, and after that hit, he's not looking so good.
Is that half
Good.
just like the other damage?
No, with him, no, not at all. Nope.
Oh, that's the other dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
the
is
head
one of
guy
the little
is immune.
minions here.
Yeah.
All right, so next, that's your one attack, and that's it?
That's my one attack.
Well, that was fantastic. I'm just saying.
I don't think I need to do anything else, but you know.
Well, you could hit someone else if you. I mean, you could hit everybody if you wanted to, but I'm just asking if that's the end of your round.
That's the end of my round. I'm gonna.
Yeah, don't hit anybody.
here.
Don't hit us. You
No.
can
He
hit
doesn't
enemy.
need to do anything else.
Okay,
And you know what?
so-
He's making good character development here. See, her spell didn't hit anybody else here. See, so
Yet.
Exactly.
Yet.
It
Yes.
was a ranged attack.
Okay. So,
I mean, clearly though, you know, Torga's between the two, so like, you know, Miss
Oh.
Torga, which was good.
All Erie saw was Rush's balls light up blue, and he started crying and almost peed himself.
They look really
Probably
good in
see
that
the
light.
tears leaking
And
out
the
of the
light makes them
corner.
look really good.
I'm gonna say that light reflected off them beautifully, but
I couldn't help but giggle when I saw the shadow of the balls on Erie's face.
Oh, like
Torga,
sundown. Yes.
Torga, you're going to be up next after the attack of the other bad guy over there
Okay.
on the
Okay, dokie.
right hand side. So you just get ready for that. So
Alrighty.
the other one is going to cast. Let's see here. Just need a number. What's the number? 98. Okay, so that's gonna be +4. So the character towards the right over here, this guy over here. You can see my thing. He casts Cure Wounds on Giadza.
Ah,
Well, fuck him.
10.
they're not supposed to heal. They're bad guys.
Erie's trying to mumble,
Right.
"Fucking asshole," but he can't.
So, and that's his attack. So, Torga, you're up.
Okay, how far am I from Mr. Miyagi?
That could apply to both of them. Mr. Miyagi is whacked on and whacked off.
Yeah, the one in the middle.
Yeah,
Guy
whack
in the
off.
middle.
Oh, this guy right here, the main guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 10 feet away from him.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
about 15 feet away from Mr. Healer and Gibble's Torturer, about 15 feet as well.
Whack that guy.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and when I rage, I'm also going to do my form of the beast, and I'm gonna grow myself a nice spiny tail that has 10-foot range.
Okay. Jesus. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
so what are we calling this appendage that has spikes on it?
Oh,
It's
a
my
penis.
nice spiny tail. Look, y'all, I look like you Dragonborn. Look, 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 look. Torga shimmies her butt a little bit. She's like, look, I grew out of my arse. Look at it. Looks good. You know,
Okay.
as a raging barbarian, we want to look cute. And so she can roll to hit with her tail.
Is that like an extra attack, or is it just it's your attack?
It's my attack.
Okay.
That is 29 to hit.
You're going after the main guy, right?
Yeah, the main guy.
Okay. That's a hit.
It's piercing damage of 12. However, since I used a natural weapon, because my tail is a part of me now and it's considered a natural weapon, because I did read that, I can use my infectious fury.
And if it's
And it says
considered a
when you
weapon,
hit-
you can also use Bob's infusion then.
Oh yeah, let me use that. Now,
It's
what is that again?
it's a
D6?
Yeah.
D6?
Yep.
Let me roll that. So Bob also gives 4 damage.
Half
So
that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says when you hit a creature with your natural weapon while you're raging, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or suffer one of my following effects. That is my choice.
Ooh.
Okay, so wisdom
Yes.
saving throw.
Sauce his own salad. Ah!
Let's see what the wisdom saving throw says.
We
It may
might
be
not
old
kill
or
you
not.
right away, but boy, it's gonna be demeaning.
Gotta love homebrew.
That is a 26, so he makes it.
Oh,
Hardy
you
shit.
passed it.
Hey,
Darn
Just
it.
barely.
But I still hit him
Okay.
with my other damage. And I think now it doesn't say if that can be part of my 2 attacks, because I get 2 attacks, and it said I could rage. It said I could use my infectious and my form of the beast in one turn. It did say I could do that, but it's up to you. I think I've dealt it.
Well, that makes
Yeah,
sense because
up to
that's
you.
part of your raging.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
agree that would be attack 1 of your 2 attacks.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'll use my good old tail again. I like it.
Well, what was the damage
like
to
it
the
a
first
lot.
attack of the so what's the I need to know the damage of the
Oh,
first
wait a
attack.
minute. The other one, oh well, crap! I rolled that and we didn't. Well, Bob was what, half of 4?
Yeah.
Which
There's
is 2. Yeah.
Oh
Plus-
God, did I say what it was the first time? I did say
No.
what it was.
I don't
I
remember.
didn't. Darn it! Well, let me roll it again.
All right, so if you look at the game log, she got 12 damage from that.
On the tail.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
from the
12
tail,
plus 2?
and then 2 more
That was
from
14.
yeah, 12 plus 2.
14.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Brad to the rescue.
All right.
Thank
I
you,
don't look at game
Brad.
log.
No problem.
To be a common thing here.
You're the only one that shows up on the game log, so it was handy.
Okay. Okay, so 20 to hit on my second.
That's a hit.
Oh.
Jesus, you guys are rolling well tonight.
So 7, and then we'll roll Bob again. Uh, 7 plus 2 is 9, but if we're only doing half, so what is that? 8. 8.
8.
Yeah. 8 total.
Okay. So, as soon as your attack ends, it reaches out. Actually, you know what? It stares at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against what's the difficulty consent of 12. I need you to make a 16 or better wisdom saving throw. So whatever your wisdom roll, like and plus your modifier.
Six, because I have nothing on wisdom.
Okay.
But I
And
do
you-
have a reaction.
So you haven't taken any damage yet, have you? Right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But I have a reaction to your attack.
6 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. Ooh. Plus 6 is 18 damage. So he looks at you, and your head is filled with this ringing and like massively damaging sound, and it just rings your brain, and you take what did I say? 18 damage.
Yeah, but can I use my reaction because I have my tail? My tail gives me a reaction. It says if a creature you can see within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swipe your tail and roll a d8 and apply a bonus to your AC equal to the number rolled, potentially causing the attack to miss me.
Well, it's a spell.
Yeah, it doesn't say. That's just what it says for an attack roll.
Okay, so read it again.
It says, if a creature you can see within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swipe your tail and roll a d8, applying a bonus to your AC equal to the number rolled, potentially causing the attack to miss you. It does not specify magic or otherwise.
Yeah, it's not a parry. It's a...
So...
Yeah, it's...
preventative thing, so the spell would get through.
Yeah, so the spell would get through. This is not like...
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Not like he attacked me with something. Okay, I'll take 18 damage. I'll get you next time, Mr. Yami.
I've never seen someone take 18 damage so joyfully.
Well, it's tis but a flesh wound for Torga.
Well, this is
She's
true.
just like, yeah, that is but a flesh wound.
All right, Grist, you are up.
All right. I saw what Daryl did over there on the right, and I'm not too happy with him. So I'm going to cast Firebolt at the Acolyte.
Dang, okay.
And that is 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, and then take this fun part. 2, 3, and that will be 10, 15, 11. That would be 16 fire damage.
So that was the guy who healed the main guy, right?
Correct.
Okay. 16, you said?
16 fire damage.
Yeah, that's a problem for him. He definitely falls to a knee. That was a very large blow.
Good. I like that. And we're going to follow that up with I'm going to move in on him with the dagger. And we'll
just remember there's a sleet storm still going on, so technically you need to make a dex saving throw if you get close to him.
Okay.
Should be fine for you.
Be slickery. So that is a 17 to hit with the dagger.
So you're moving over here, basically, right?
Yeah.
And then Torgo was over here. So yeah, I didn't even think about that sleep thing. Well,
so I hit the dex save first.
Yeah, as soon as you enter the sleet storm, you got to make the dex saving throw.
Okay.
I forgot if I forgot.
Me too. What's the duration of that sleet storm?
10 minutes or until I 1 minute, unless I drop my concentration.
Okay. So 10 rounds.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you good.
You're
cool.
Yeah.
And then that was a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
I will use the Dragon Eye for that. And that is 7 damage.
Whew. Okay. He's not looking good at all.
Okay. And with my bonus action, I call Bob in. Actually, wait. There's a D6. I forgot for Bob. So that was an extra 2 lightning damage from the dagger hit.
Okay. even more so he's not looking good.
Nice. It's feeding time, Bob. Balls now. And Bob flies in, going low.
Yeah.
Plus
Gibble, you're coming up soon for top of the round.
14, I think. Where's Bob? Bob. Damn it, Bob. What is his bonus? 14 plus 5. So that would be 19 to hit for Bob.
That's a hit.
All right. And it's a bite, so he receives 3 piercing and 3 lightning.
And that the acolyte is gone and dead.
And you go in pieces.
Rest in pieces.
It's just been revoked. And we're good. I'm Bob's done. Good boy, Bob.
All right.
Yeah, Bob.
Well done, Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
All right, and the other guy, the one near Gibble, his attack he is going to he's not doing so good either. Jesus. He is going to cast let me just get the specifics here. All right. He is casting on Gibble the spell Hex. And that is a... See, the range of the spell ends to deal one extra. So 1d6 necrotic damage. There's no saving throw to this. Ability to cast spell target. It is concentration. Okay, so that's going to be Gibble. You're going to take 4 damage.
Okay.
Of necrotic damage, and your dexterity, any dexterity saving throw is going to have a disadvantage from now on.
Disadvantage. Okay.
For 1 hour.
1 hour. All right.
Okay. And that is it for his attack. And we are back at the top of the round with Gibble.
All right. What exactly is going on with that one thing that was like attached to me or whatever that is? Wasn't there something about me being linked to somebody else or something like that?
Yes, you're tethered. So what that means is, well, you're not quite sure what's happening yet, but
who am I tethered to?
Giazza, the main guy.
Okay. How's the guy right in front of me looking? Is he?
He's not looking. Yeah, he's not looking. He's not looking very good.
All right, Gibble wants to smack him.
Okay.
Gibble smack.
Yeah, Gibble's going to smack him with his axe. That first attack definitely did not hit at all. With a 14. Wait, does that?
14 actually is a hit on this guy.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah, they're not.
I just assumed since it was a 2 that I sucked. So. That'll be 15.
And you get your axe,
right,
you get
right.
Bob's infusion.
Make that 16. Because I have a 2-1.
Yeah.
And that one is also dead.
Oh, looks like they're without all your barrels.
Oh, shucks.
So the 2 guys to either left or right are done. are
Daryl
dead.
and Daryl
Bye,
are dead.
Acolyte.
All
What was
right.
the last words? What did they say? Quiet? Was that the words they said in the last episode?
I was gonna look that up before.
I think it was quiet. I think it was quiet, and that was drop the lights. Okay,
All right.
so
Okay.
oh, so you got a second attack?
Yeah, but I assume
Okay.
to hit Gyoza or whatever his name is, that I'd have to roll for that sleep thingy, which I'd get a disadvantage on. But
Gyoza is like a Chinese delicacy. His name is Gyadza. Thank you very much. He's not a dumpling.
Mr. Miyagi.
And it was go to sleep, Emily.
Oh, dang.
Wasn't the roll for the sleet storm if it was the first time you've been in the circle? Aren't you?
yeah, I don't think Gibble's technically been in.
Or if you start your turn in it.
Gotcha.
What happens if I fail?
If you fail, you fall prone. And if you have concentration, you lose concentration. But
Just me
none of
falling.
y'all have any concentration, so. don't
So
worry
if
about
I
that.
fail on that, though, I can still use
Wait,
half
what
my
are we talking
movement to
about?
get up there, right?
Yeah.
And get to him still? So
Yep.
it wouldn't matter, because even if I fail, I can still get to him, though, because I'm so close.
Yeah, it just looks funny when you do it.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Because it doesn't matter for Gibble, because, I would say Gibble doesn't know how to cast any spells, but he actually does know one that he never uses. Because a 2 definitely fails the thing with the disadvantage. So yeah, Gibble slips on his ass while trying to get up to Gyoza, and then immediately gets right back up and is going to smack him.
All right. So that's your. Okay.
And I rolled another 14 because the dice loves me on this turn. Or the dice rolls love me this turn, apparently.
So does that affect because you just slid? So you're trying to get back up prone, or what were you trying to do with that other roll?
Oh, that was my attack roll against him.
Oh, that's your attack roll. Okay.
My
that's
attack
not a
roll
good
of
roll.
another sucky roll.
Which they missed. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's
Okay.
it for Gibble.
All right. So it's going to be Gyadza's attack, but give me a second. I gotta visit Lou. Just give me a second.
With that, I'm gonna go get me a drink as well.
Dun, 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 dun.
Intermission.
Is Erie still frozen on the floor?
For another 9 rounds.
Damn.
He
Erie's just
still
taking a
has
nap. And
Still has the
taking a
shadow
nap.
of balls on his face. It's hilarious.
Oh, he's gonna
You know,
be traumatized.
I do have to say, though, that at least Resh is keeping the sleet off my face.
That's good. That's one good thing. I mean, I wonder
Well.
if Erie's gonna have PTSD from the balls. Like he's gonna be like,
Yeah,
I never want to
maybe
be
you want
frozen
the
that
sleep.
long again with balls on my face.
I'd rather have the sleep.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what kind of animal tail does Torga have? Like Is it
It
like
does say that
a beaver?
it's more reptilian to me. No, it's spiny. So it's
Okay.
yeah. So it's to me it screams reptilian. A lashing spiny tail.
It's a
Spikes.
beaver
So-
tail with spikes.
That's
Gonna
a
smack
nice
you with it.
beaver tail you got there, Torx.
I'm gonna smack Erie with Torga's gonna smack Erie with her beaver tail.
Well, you can't fight it at the moment, so.
I know. It would be against Erie's consent.
Yep.
So we
Technically,
can't kill with
Resh is
like,
against Yuri's consent at the moment, so.
Yes.
Forcefully.
So we killed the
viewing.
2 acolytes. And we only have what? Mr. Miyagi left.
Yeah. Chinese dumpling.
Yeah, I could use a Chinese dumpling right now. That sounds good.
Yeah, all I have are
Oh.
peanut butter pretzels.
My my oldest made homemade pizza, and she started the dough last night for dinner. It was
Ooh.
epic. And then that cookie that I attempted to devour the whole thing, my
Yeah.
youngest
Ooh.
made that 2
What
days
kind of
ago.
cookie was it?
It was,
kind was it?
not entirely sure. I know it had a lot of of vanilla in it, and it was supposed to be one of the ones that has the Hershey Kiss in the center. But we ran out of Hershey Kisses, so she put all kinds of chocolate sprinkles through it and mashed it all together and made just a massive cookie. It was pretty good.
Honestly, I've eaten those, and that sounds good. That sounds good.
Like, the best part about it was she was sending notes underneath my door telling me to do it because they were watching downstairs while we were doing this.
Oh God! Eat the cookie.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, I want full props for this. So Mia, that was a delicious cookie. I also hope you have not watched any of this except for this portion.
Oh no! I'd say for kids, Mia.
Yeah,
Mia's a good cook.
She's 14 and going into high school. She's been through middle school. She's heard the worst stories. She's all right.
She's your kid too, so I'm sure, right?
Oh, she's plenty fine with.
Thank you for that. That's a great relief. Let me get you all roll 20s and everyone's dead. Is that what happened?
Just wait till you get to
Yeah, we just go Gyoza. So, story's done, right?
Oh, actually, Theory rolled massively and got out of this whole entire bullshit that he's locked up and just started.
That's awesome.
Face
So you killed Gyoza. That's great. So now you have to deal with Gyoza.
I got a question. Does Erie get to roll any kind of like save to try to get out of it at each round, or am I just stuck for 10 rounds?
You're stuck for 10 rounds. Let me see.
Unless anybody has a thing that can cure him with. There's some
lesser restoration.
That one.
What was the spell? Just out of curiosity.
Paralyzing touch.
Nope, I don't have that.
I got no.
Erie's got a lot of lesser things, but that's not one of them.
Well, actually, this is the end of the round. This is the beginning of the round. You can effective each. Actually, you can do it now. You have at the end of each round, you can do a saving throw, or at least to get attempt to a Constitution 18 or above. Repeat the saving throw.
Yeah, that was a fail.
Well, shit.
No, I tried.
Good question.
Still on the floor.
The true defeat is him having to look at Rush's balls the entire time. At least for him.
I know, because he won't even move. He just keeps shifting slightly side to side, so they're just swinging.
He's just making him stare at his balls the entire time.
He's doing lunges.
Maybe it's secretly a win for all of us.
Finally. Fucker can't say shit about Dewey.
You just did, so I didn't have to.
No, I didn't say shit about Dewey.
No,
he'll make up for it when he's unfrozen.
That's right. I'm frozen. Doesn't mean I'm deaf.
He can still hear. He's got a lot of shit talk he's stored up for when he's done.
Erie's sitting here. Ooh, I've got a crazy question for the DM. I'm petrified, but I can still technically cast Mage Hand because I don't need any kind of motion, movement, or verbal component to it, right? There's nothing that has to be done for it because it's part of his telekinetic ability. He can cast it, and it can be completely like no verbal component, no motion, nothing. I mean, I can't attack with it, so it's kind of just.
Let me look.
It's kind of me being a
components here.
It does, except for when you look at the telekinetic ability that I had for it, because I did. So Erie's got a telekinetic ability that gives him.
So it's not your typical. It's not your typical.
Nope, this one I get to cast.
It's not a spell. It's a mental, like it's a telekinetic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's a concentration. Your concentration is completely broken when you're paralyzed, isn't it?
That's a good question. I don't know that one.
Let me look.
I'll look at it. I'll look for it while I'm sitting here looking at Rush's balls.
So while you have the paralyzed condition, you experience the following effects. Incapacity, you have the incapacitated condition. Speed is 0. saving throws affected, you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throw. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Automatic critical hits. Any attack rolls that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. So that's the definition of paralyzed condition.
I see here.
Incapacitated is you can't take an action, bonus action, reaction. Concentration is broken. You can't speak. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you see here.
Because psionics doesn't have to speak. That's
No,
it's just you can cast it. Yeah, I don't see any reason why you couldn't.
Well,
so
I see. Well, just a second.
Yep.
Because it's
if we're gonna do psionics and brain stuff, we need to have Smart Eerie. I need to hear this in Smart Eerie if this is gonna work.
Damn it! Hang on.
All right.
Waiting.
I want the setup, and I want what you're gonna do in Smart Eerie. Imagine you've hit your head against that smart door from Brad's Adventure like 25 times. I want to hear it.
That was fucking hilarious.
So Eerie casts Mage Hand directly in front of Gyatso. Not invisible, mind you, because he's going to leave it visible. So it's because he has the two options. It can be an invisible Mage Hand or visible with this one.
Okay.
In Eerie's mind, he's going to capital motherfucker. And Mage Hand shows up just like this, right in front of Gyatso's face, and just sits there.
That's not my mage hand, guys. That's all Eerie.
That's an aristocratic finger right there, baby.
And to think he didn't use that hand to do anything with the balls over his head.
He could have used it to part the balls. He could have been like.
So Eerie's tried this one other time where he tried to shove Resh with his telekinetic shove, and his freaking DC is so stupid high that it's like. So no, he just deals with it and decided giving the finger to Gyatso was better.
So that was the entire part of it, just to do that, just to give him the
finger. I was just curious. I'll build with it later, but for now, that's all I got.
All right. Okay, so it is Gyatso's attack, and he is going for Grist. And what he does is he's raising the spirits of those two companions that were just killed. And can you make Grist make a 18 or better Constitutional saving throw, including any of your modifiers?
Yeah, 8. So that's a fail. 8.
Okay. So as you're standing there, you see these absolutely petrifying spirits, and you are absolutely petrified, and you take this is going to take a bit. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 6 is 8 is 14, 20, 24, 29, 35, 38, 42, 44, 45, wow, 47, 49, 49 is 51, 52, 53, 53 and 3 is 56, Two
Times
more.
10.
56. It is 15d6 for this particular lair action.
Holy
That's
shit.
the lair. That's
Jesus
62. 66 damage. Necrotic damage.
Good lord.
Lord.
As a reaction, I'd like to put up my psionic force field and reduce that by 1d8.
Well, you can
Plus-
cast it on someone else?
No, it's a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I can do it on myself or any creature
or
within
someone else.
30 feet.
Can you roll 1d8, please? Let us know how
Oh,
much.
wow. Yeah. You know how these rolls go. At least it's +1. So I reduced 3 of that. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Reg. I still feel a lot woozy over here again.
It was a very simple.
God damn it.
I've been drinking and toking it up over here, but it's not my best force. Little
Oh my god!
Sorry.
Dying Chris is erudite, eerie, and dying Chris. My two favorite characters.
That's a capital idea.
Hello, Governor.
You know they can't know about this one. Fuck.
Why do I feel like that Cody would choose to talk like that the entire time on a new campaign?
You sound a bit snookered, my friend.
Who could fucking do that shit?
Okay, that was a lair action. That still doesn't count for his actual action. He is going to. Let's see who's near him. Torga. He is going to go after you with his paralyzing touch, which he can do because he hasn't used it in a successive round.
I'm going to tell you, it's not a good thing.
Can you please make a 18 Constitution saving throw or better?
$19.
Hot damn.
Okay, so that's going to be.
At least one of us is okay. You're a dick, and he's got balls on his face again.
I'll agree with Chris. Good show, chap. Good show.
4, 6. That's
Of course, nobody can hear Erie because it's all in his head.
It's all in his head.
Which is even more fucking
so.
hilarious.
So you take 7 damage, and you're not affected. Like you're not paralyzed. And that was a reaction, and he is going to do. That was his legendary attack. So his actual attack is going to be. Let's see. Ditari's over there. Yeah, that's not going to work. He's going to do. He is going to select Gris because he sees that he's not doing so well.
Oh no.
No.
To launch magic missiles. 3 of them. 4. That's 4. 3, 4, 7. That's 10. That's 12 damage from 3 magic missiles.
Damn. I got hit with penises, guys. Threw 3 penises at me.
And
One
that's
got me in
finally
the face. I got my mouth closed, though.
that's finally the end of the Lich's. Sorry, Gyad's attack.
Fuck you, Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, so then that was Gyadza. So we have now Resh and Ditari is on deck. Resh, you're up.
We're gonna have some fun. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a couple of sorcery points to quicken a spell, which means I get to cast a spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb and attempt to stick a ball of fire right in this fucker's face.
Nice.
Wow. That's such harsh language. Jeez.
Those balls move quite a bit when he does that.
My virgin ears.
Having this and D&D Beyond at the same time, this is no bueno. All right, so that's a 25 to hit.
Yes.
That's a hit. That's definitely a hit.
Good.
Okay,
Right,
okay, cool. Okay, go ahead.
And that's 16 fire damage.
Take that, you penis pitching prick.
+2 for alliteration.
Poor Grist.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to use my psionic ability of telekinesis.
Just a second. What was the damage on that? Sorry, I was just checking his.
That was 16 fire damage.
Okay. Okay.
Right in his ugly mug. I'm going to use my telekinetic abilities. I'm going to gently lift up Eerie. I'm going to make sure that both of his fingers touch my balls. And I'm going to have one tickle my butthole real quick.
Oh, God.
We're going to make a chocolate-covered pretzel here real quick.
They're kind of the wrong color.
Fight or
Yeah, the whole action has to be within 6 seconds. So we're just going to make a chocolate-covered pretzel real quick. And then I'm going to gently move him back 30 feet. Well, I'm going to pick him up and move him back towards where Ditari is with telekinesis to get him out of harm's way.
Erie's not entirely sure whether to be grateful or to be like pissed off.
He saved me. I saved him. You know, we just save each other.
Stuck my finger
After
in
you
his
did the
butthole.
molest.
and a little molesting.
Molestation going on here.
All you guys saw was him doing that. You didn't see me doing
That is not what
making him
Erie
do
saw.
that to me.
Erie
I
saw
was
all of
just
it.
gonna say it didn't look like Erie protested at all.
But Erie couldn't say anything, so.
Oh my god.
Oh dear God! No, not again! Fuck!
And now
Again,
he has
all
to
in his
smell
own
his
head.
fingers the entire time.
I was gonna say, of course, nobody can hear that but Erie.
This
Fuck!
is
Fuck!
You know, honestly,
still not capital.
since
This
Torga
is
has
so
a
not
spiny
fun.
tail, she really is like she's really stuck on the idea of that she has a cloaca now or a butthole because she's got this spiny tail, which is like reptilian. So does that mean she turned into like now she has a cloaca and not a butthole? Just the things running through Torga's mind while she's waiting to kill something.
I mean,
Awake.
naturally.
Erie's
my
just
God.
looking at the miscoloration on his fingers now.
Oh my god.
You've only got another few minutes to look at that, and then you can wipe it off.
He's got dragon food.
And that's my turn.
Catch dragon food and finger.
Oh my god. That was a capital turn. Atari.
This was
Kill
anything
himself
but a
now.
capital turn.
All right.
This was a capital offense, is what it was.
I'm gonna shout out Grist. Are you okay over there?
What does it look like? No.
Is Erie sitting next to her? Just
He hit me with 3 penises after whatever the first thing was.
Oh Jesus!
Hanging on my
Fine. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Grist. Let's see.
Poor Grist.
All right.
Grist is always getting it. Remember, Jer?
I vote to change Magic Missile when used against Grist to Magic Johnson.
magic.
And they all went in his mouth.
And Rash has Magic Johnson's balls.
Okay, that's 19 health points back.
All right.
Does that help?
No. Yes.
What?
No.
Torga, you're up next.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to give Gibble up Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
wouldn't have helped when I was trying to avoid paralysis.
Well, I wasn't
Dragon
thinking of it
balls.
back then. So, whenever Gibble rolls for the next 10 minutes. Oh, where is it? That's Protective Wings. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, I found it. As a bonus action, Gibble, he's within 60 feet of me. He can gain 1 inspiration die, which is 1d8 for 10 minutes. You can add it to an ability check or an attack roll or a saving throw.
Cool.
You mean like a Constitution saving throw to avoid paralysis?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but
just not
curiosity.
not the guy sitting right beside you.
I'm sorry. You
Inspired
said bad
another
things
one
about
across
my
the room.
ex-boyfriend, okay?
That it's valid. It's very
record.
valid.
Hang on.
He's holding a grudge.
For the
Holding a
record,
grudge.
he was never your boyfriend.
He was in my dreams.
I would barf, but I can't.
I'm having this telepathy talk with Erie right now, by the way, because I have telepathy, so.
Harry's just sitting, let me die. Let me die.
And then I telepathically put in Erie's head, so how'd that booty smell when it was over top of you?
Erie just keeps thinking, Dewey's ugly as fuck. Dewey's ugly as fuck. Dewey's ugly as fuck. He's trying really hard not to think anything but that phrase.
Okay,
Hoping she picks it up.
because Ditari didn't take movement yet. Can I still move, or is my turn done?
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can move. You haven't done anything. You mean you have your movement speed? Yeah.
Okay, so Ditari farts, and then she moves 20
Fuck
feet
it.
forward.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh,
He can't talk. Nobody knows. Everybody's
That's
way far
Oh,
away.
it smells
So-
like sulfur.
We're- So wait a
Cock
second.
farts.
Where did you pull your kite from? Like you went from like up over here.
Yeah, I totally crop dusted him.
Yeah. So you
it's on his
crossed from-
fingers and his tongue.
So you.
I'm really regretting not closing my mouth during this paralysis.
I am at a serious disadvantage. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh man. Torga. You're up. You're up.
Careful, don't light a match.
Good
You
lord.
guys don't know. You're not even near me.
Oh, it's starting to walk
Ditari,
through the
We
tunnel.
smell it.
Tooted. I did not fart.
Target's probably like, it smells like fucking sulfur in here. Jesus
I want to know,
Christ.
did it make
Fucking
any
water.
sound?
No.
Squeaker.
SBV.
It was
Silent
silent.
Oh my god. So my rage lasts for 10 rounds. How many rounds has it been since we?
Oh, it's like
since I
one,
went
3.
last
Yeah,
time?
you're.
One.
Yeah, like
So we're
2.
still good. Okay, I just
You're
want to
fine.
make sure.
This is
Okay, and I'm
two.
still within Am I still within the 10 feet? Like he has to move. Has he moved closer since all that? Or
No, but you need to roll your saving throw against the.
Oh, that's right. Because I'm in the sleep thing.
Yes, and what's that?
Which one is it? Dexterity.
Yeah.
Yes. Resh, is it a dexterity?
Yeah, it's a dex.
Okay.
Yep. DC 15.
5.
You fell on your ass too. But it's okay.
Yeah, I only rolled a 5. So what does that mean? Do I get to do it? Yeah, I only rolled a 5.
Well, so that means she's prone.
Yeah, she can use half her movement speed and get back up.
Yeah, get back up. Yeah.
Well, then I'll get up and then I'll do that, and then I'm gonna lash out with my tail again.
Okay.
Because I still have my tail.
Yes, you do.
Only 13.
To hit.
Only 13 to hit it.
Yeah, that's miss. That's a miss.
Okay.
Okay, and then finally, Grist. After your blood infusion, what would you like to do?
I am going to cure wounds and touch myself.
Hey, don't forget to do that dex saving throw first, just to see if you fall on your ass too.
See if I fall on my ass before I touch myself. Might as well touch myself while I'm down there.
Touch yourself while you're laying down. You know, hey.
17, so we're good on that. And cure wounds gives me 13, 15 plus 2, so 17 hit points. So I'm feeling a little better. It's not terrible. I'm really pissed off though. We're going to cast Firebolt at Mr. Miyagi.
Jesus. Mr. Miyagi.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
All right. And that will be 10, 15, 19 fire damage.
Ooh.
Oof. Ooh. Okay.
And where's my thing? We are going to use my bonus action to unleash the Bob. And Bob is going to go bite him. Oh, sheet here. So that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
And then we've got 6 piercing damage and half a 6 lightning damage, so 9 damage total.
Okay.
And I am finished. And so's Bob. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, Bob.
Good Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Good Bob. Good Bob. All right, so that is. So we are back at the top of the round. Gibble.
All right.
And then next is Gyadza, and then it's Resh again. Because we have 2 incapacitated people. But yes.
Darn it.
Actually, before that, Eerie, can you roll for your saving throw? Maybe you can get out of your paralysis.
I'm a little different.
Come on, Eerie.
Ooh.
Please.
What was it? It was Constitution, right?
Yes, it was.
18 or better?
Yes.
I rolled an 18.
That's You're done. You're out.
Yay.
Damn, you can help.
Here's gonna stand up, wipe off his fingers, and just look at him and be like, ugh! Fuck!
Oh, good, you're back, buddy.
Resh just smiles.
I would wipe my face, but I don't want to touch it.
Quick, cast Pooty Fingers.
Pooty fingers.
Can you do like a Peter Griffin stroke face? Like half of you hasn't come back yet fully.
Oh my god. Yeah. So, well, you're back. So it's still Gibble first. It would be then Eerie next, and then Gyaza. So, Gibble, you're up, but Eerie, because you're back, you'll have the next attack.
There we go. Hey, you can finally make your first attack in a moment, Eerie. Gibble will now choose to rage and grow big and smack Gyoza a couple times.
So good.
Oh, Gibby, look at him growing so tall. Torga's so proud.
Oh shit, nat 20. Let's
Yeah!
freaking go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes!
Oh.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, would you like to add a flare or double damage?
Oh, we'll just take the full double damage, as I think it'd be pretty nasty there with all the Gibble's stuff there.
Okay.
Because he's now raging, so hold on.
Yeah, don't
Um,
forget the bardic inspiration.
Oh, I didn't need that with this, because that's only for the to hit.
Oh.
So,
Nice.
alright. First things first. Hold on. I have a lot of things to add up here. One moment. Uh-huh. And then I have that, which equals that.
See,
And there's-
you're not the only one can add over there, Gee.
Okay. Well, damage could have been a little bit higher. All
Don't forget
doubled.
Bob.
Yeah, I included Bob and having lightning damage and all the stuff there. It's a total of, after doubling it, is 24. Wait,
Nice.
26. Wait, yeah, that.
Okay. So, roll for constitutional saving throw.
Gibble?
Yes, because you are tethered to him for damage.
Oh.
Beat it, Gibby. Beat it.
18 or better.
Looks like I'm not the only one touching myself.
I like to use the saving thing, the Bardic Inspiration with this.
Yes, do it.
You said it's a D8?
Wow. Well, no.
Yes.
You have to roll D20 and 18 or better.
Right, but I'm at
But the
D8 for
bardic
the Bardic.
inspiration is the D8.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, that Bardic Inspiration will put me over it with exactly 20.
Yes.
Okay. So, on that, successful. Okay, so you are now immune from that that attack, and he takes full damage. All right. So what was the damage?
26. Yeah.
26.
Whew.
And Gibble does have another attack as well.
Yeah.
Does. Yeah.
I mean,
like this.
great guys, you're doing so
I mean,
well.
I'm sure Mr. Miyagi is doing well. I mean, I'm sure he's good, right?
Let me just
Okay.
see how.
All right.
All right.
Kill him, Gibby.
All right, next one's only a 16 to hit.
Well,
That's a
shit.
miss.
All right, well, Gibble had one good attack roll. That's all that matters.
You did good. You did good,
And-
Gibby.
Yeah, and you severed that that tether, which is really
Nice.
important.
Yeah.
That is very, very true.
All right, Eerie.
Eerie, get to
Hey,
attack.
good. All right, you could do something. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. How about you How about you clean off those fingers with your mouth and do something, man, buddy?
Huh? Yeah.
He's debating like shoving his fingers in Gyadza's face, but while he's thinking about it, he's looking around and do there seem to be any other kind of creature in here, like bats or anything?
Rats, bats, and cats.
Yes.
Rats, bats, and cats.
I mean,
Not that you can see.
Okay. Then Erie is going to rage, and how far away? Well, before he rages, how far away is he from Gyadza?
20 feet.
Okay. Erie's going to rage, and then close the distance between him and Gyadza and smack him with his great axe again.
Oh, nice.
Or attempt to. He's going to attempt to. And the first attempt is a 12 to hit.
It's a miss.
And the second attempt is an 11, so he misses.
Yes.
Dex saving throw for the sleep. Is that still around?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So he
Yes.
misses and he falls on his ass?
What was the dex that I had to hit? 15? 18? I got an 11 anyway, so it didn't matter. I fell on my ass.
But
And
then
he
you got
slides
back up
right
and hit him,
underneath the
right?
brush.
Damn it!
Yeah, so
Not
technically that would have happened a few feet back, so that I don't know if you could even reach him at that point.
Yeah, probably not. He
Yeah.
just swung in the air a couple times and slid on his ass.
Right back underneath the
So,
bowl.
how far away? He was 20 feet from me. How far away? You have to be within 5 feet to be able to attack, correct?
For most
Yeah,
weapons.
melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what mine were. So, I mean, I didn't hit him anyways, but half my movement speed after getting up would have still been 17. So I still would have been within 3 feet of touching it. 2.5, 3.5 feet.
All right.
Somewhere
Yeah.
in there.
So you're within striking distance for the next
That was
attack.
still within striking distance.
Yeah. All right. So that being done, we are at Torga.
No.
No.
Yes.
Gyadza.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
What?
Gyatza.
Oh yes, 21. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I'm just not used to Eerie being attacking. Sorry.
Yeah, it's new. It's new for me too.
So
What do you mean? He didn't do anything.
I mean, I'm not really attacking.
He's still not attacking.
It's practice swings. It's practice swings.
I think he likes it underneath Resh.
Yeah, I have to say I grew accustomed to the glowing bluish white light from the lightning crackles, and the reflection from the scale. It was quite beautiful. Disturbing, but beautiful.
So Gyadza casts dimension. Let's see, he's going to do. Where is it? Dimension door. And he appears over by the that mound of dirt that had that sort of illuminated little area. And with that, he's also has a once. So he's also going to. Jesus. Okay, so he's got that once again. And with that, he's got 3 times that again. And he's going to go for... Again, one's going to be 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gibble, he is going for you.
Always, bring it.
And you've got 3 magic missiles coming towards you.
Oh no,
Oh,
close your
no,
mouth!
the dick.
Close your mouth!
Don't let him in. Try and get him out.
10 damage from magic missiles.
Oh.
10 damage.
Yes.
All right.
And that is Giaz's attack. And we are now with Resh. So he did his dimension door and ended up over here. And his reaction, he actually rejuvenated one of his first level spells and just launched that. That's part of his reaction. And now it is Resh's attack.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is drop concentration on the sleet storm. So that goes away.
Okay. And you're 20 feet away from him.
All right. I'm going to split the difference. I'm just going to run 10 feet towards him. And then I'm going to use 2 more sorcery points, and I'm going to quicken the spell. And I'm going to conjure a giant ball of acid and hurl that at him.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's going to be right by him. That was a 10 to hit.
That's it.
Yep. So I am now going to conjure a ball of thunder energy.
Nice.
And chuck that at him. And that is a 24 to hit.
That is a hit. And what kind of damage is that? Is that just spell damage?
It's thunder. It's thunder damage.
Thunder.
Yeah. So I cast a chromatic orb twice. Once with the quicken spell, and then once as the regular spell. And then for the thunder damage, that is 23 thunder damage. Rattle his bones a little bit.
23?
Yep.
Okay, so as you cast this, and the first one is a miss, like we said, but you cast this chromatic orb and it flies towards him and it impacts him, and you see his bones absolutely almost like deteriorate from the sound waves. And as his bones are being destroyed, you all hear the most deafening, darkened sound from somewhere you've never heard. And it's actually, you all take 3 damage.
Oh, dang.
And as that happens, let me just share something here. Talks amongst yourselves because it's all very interesting.
3 damage.
3 damage, yes.
Cool.
3.
That was a lot.
Yeah, Gibble can't take 3 damage. It's so much, you know?
I think Gary's going to have to start death saving rolls here soon.
You all take 133. How about that?
No!
Oh, shit. Sorry.
No, we're all dead.
That's still half. I'm raging, so.
Yeah. Oh, true. Torg is like, is that a V-slam?
And so as
Nap fart.
as Resh casts this bubble and it hits like this almost plane of Giaz's bones, and they start to shatter, this deafening sound comes down, and this entity appears between you and Giazza.
Oh.
And says, "This is mine." He has failed me once, and last. He will not suffer his death on this plane. I, Orcus, reclaim this undead corpse for my play. And he dissipates, and you see behind him, Gyadza is as Resh's spell is dissipating him, this dust is completely being sucked up into this void that Orcus is now creating. And in the ceiling of this enclosure, this circular band of colors, they open up, and up goes Gyadza, and it closes, and everything stops. And immediately, all of you feel this immense loss of evil, an immense loss of impending doom, and and most importantly, we changed the background audio.
Did Orcus leave too?
Yes, he's gone.
Where was Orcus when he appeared?
What's that?
Where was Orcus at when he appeared?
He comes from a different plane.
No, I meant where did he appear at on the map? How far away from us was he?
He was between you and and Gyadza.
Did you say over 5-10 feet away?
Oh, he was close to you. Yes.
What are you doing?
So where was he? Like 5 or 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay, never mind.
Was that a friend of yours, Ditari's?
Don't fuck with the demon from hell. Get it? Don't fuck with the demon from hell. Torgus sitting there thinking, man, I'm fucking glad we didn't have to fight that guy. Jesus Christ.
Was that Ditari's grandmother?
Oh, he's got
Orcus.
He's got Orcus.
Yes, dude.
Great grandma had bigger tits. Great
I beat all your props.
That was badass.
Look,
That's awesome.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
I love that. That looks
Orcus
awesome.
is cool.
Oh, that is fucking cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad I'm not Mr. Miyagi right now. I don't think he's gonna have a good time from here on out.
Oh,
I had no
pineapples
idea
up
you
the
had
wazoo.
Orcus. Oh my god. That's crazy.
run up
Yes,
to
that is
Resh.
literally who just came down.
I
And if
run
you
up
and,
to Resh
and
and I give him a
to
hug.
scale, just so you guys can see, to scale.
Yes. That's
how big Orcus is.
I'd have just sacrificed
So,
myself.
so
to just kill me,
you're
'cause
saying
I'm
he
dying.
was within 5 feet then?
Yeah, you would have. You
So
probably
you're
would have
saying
hit
I
his
had a
toe.
chance.
I'm just saying, if he was within 5 feet, it may or may not have spawned an opportunity attack when he tried to leave. I'm just
my
god!
He kicked him in the ass as he was going back to the other
Very
room.
fucking.
I already had a
fucking
stinky
huge
middle finger. Just
demon.
went, whoop.
So as they leave, there's that sort of glowing object at the top of that sort of mound where Gyadza was, and let me show this again here. Where's my map? And that the symbol that you guys are standing on top of is actually represented in the back of this wall over here. There's an area on this wall that is now glowing silver in its it's like glowing silver, very similar symbol on the back wall. So you've got two things. You've got let me get rid of this. Gyadza is
Gyadza, you're in hell.
Faces final failure.
He's
Nope, he's
with
not in
Hitler
my
getting a
dimension.
pineapple up his wazoo.
Well, he's in another dimension beyond hell. He's with Big Dude.
So you've got a little glowing sort of area on top of the mound, and you've got that glowing symbol over on the back wall.
Are the the acolyte and the mage's body still on the ground?
Well, they were raised, and then in that spell, they were dissipated, so they are no longer there. They are gone.
I'd like to go towards the back of the wall and see what's glowing back there.
Okay.
Erie wants to inspect the cavern for bat shit.
Oh no.
I'll go to the pile. I'll go to the pile.
I mean,
All
I'm
right,
walking my way down, and I'm looking.
I would have thought Erie would have had enough shit on his fingers, but I guess not.
Wow.
No, I don't need dragon shit. I need bat shit. There's a difference.
It's called guano. Just
Not to Erie, it's not. It's bat shit. I know what it is.
Bat
It just
shit.
doesn't- I don't like using fancy terms unless my head's
Yeah.
been smashed into a freaking door.
I was just gonna say, smart Erie would
Oh
say
my
guano.
god.
Inside Erie's sitting here thinking, haha, capital, I love me some guano.
Why are you saying that shit? It is clearly guano.
Marcus
Guano
thinking if
equals
Erie talked
bat
like
shit.
that all the time, she'd punch him in the face.
Erie tries, but it just comes out the way Erie talks. Fuck that.
All right, so we've got so Gris is over at the symbol that is glowing in sort of the wall essentially of the cavern. What would you guys? So Erie, you're just looking around for bat shit.
Yeah, but towards the glowing thing where Gris is. I'm just looking as I'm walking.
Okay. What about you, Resh?
Where else did you say was glowing?
The X.
Grist went exactly where there's a glowing symbol that's represented on the floor of where you guys are.
Just
He's
wanna-
over here.
I want
Yeah.
to check the area where Gaza, whatever his name is.
Giadza.
Yeah, that. Yep.
Gaza went to the other plane.
Look, man, my name's one syllable and it's been torn up this whole time, so I don't know.
That area where Miyagi-san was sitting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Giadza
Miyagi-san.
disappeared right over here, and this
Yeah.
is where that other glowing element is found. By the way.
Yeah, I just want to investigate that area.
Okay. Gibble and Torga and Ditari, what do you guys want to do?
Torga, I just shit myself.
Yes. Torga looks at Gibble and goes, what would you like me to do about that, Gibby?
I don't know. There is just a big. That was big and scary.
Let me look in my bag and see if I have another pair of trousers for you. You're gonna have to go somewhere and clean yourself. I'm not doing that right now.
You know,
So Torga
Gibble,
looks.
I have a chamber pot.
I think he got scared.
Are we
That's
sure his
scared.
butt plug didn't just fall out again?
I
Again.
mean, that's probably due. Torga
It's
pulls
like-
out of her because she keeps a pair. She pulls out a fresh pair of pants and tells Gibble, "Use the pair that's dirty to wipe your arse. Leave them here in hell where they belong, and put the clean ones on."
His
Got
chair's
it.
twinkling across
And
the
and
floor.
Gibble just does this while in the middle of everybody,
I
in the
would have
room.
preferred you go somewhere else, but that's okay.
I thought Torka was gonna pull out his pants and give a sniff, to make sure that he actually
Oh my
shit,
god.
and not
Oh,
just
no.
the gem. Kind of like what you do to like a 2-year-old,
Oh no, Torga can smell him from here. She's good. She's like, "Here you go." She's like a mom that keeps a change of clothes for her kid, and her
Are the cesspools of water still there?
are they stinky
Yeah,
still?
they're right there. Yeah. They're,
Hey Gibble, go wash your arse in one of those.
How high off the ground? Are they floating or are they on the ground?
they're about they're like multi-level, like sort of pools of water. So maybe 2 or 3 feet above ground level, and there's one's taller and shorter, so they all sort of flow into each other. But there's you sense that there's a spring that comes from below, because you guys are quite high in the spire, but
Ooh.
these pools have been putrefied over the eons by, the dark magic that's happened here. So the water itself looks like it's, freaking, shitting
It's
for
like pond scum.
eons.
It's like pond scum.
Yeah, it's like a septic tank.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
there's
still
nothing
cleaner
like-
than your arch, Gibble. Go over there and bathe in that. It's good. Go.
Well,
There's
that'd be
nothing like-
probably.
There's nothing coming off and it's like magical or anything. It's just fountains of gas water.
Well, you don't know about that.
Okay.
It, was,
Erie's gonna go inspect the water.
it is known as the Lake Milwaukee.
Like a Detroit. Yes.
Like a Detroit.
Well, okay, so let's say, so Erie, you want to go over. You're investigating over here. Gibble, what do you want to do?
Gibble's there changing his pants and,
So you and Torg are just sort of working on
Yeah,
pants.
we're handling. I'm handling Gibble. I'm not taking the dirty pants with me.
We'll
He's
put
leaving these
Bob
fucking
over
things
by
here.
Grits. All right, Torga, Ditari, what do you do? What are you up to?
Ditari just can't even anymore, and she sits down cross-legged, and she sparks a little fire, and she puts on a kettle to make a cup of coffee.
Okay. Well, there's some kindling over here. You see some some wood over here that you could actually
Excellent.
use.
Something's
That's where
wrong,
I
guys.
go then. I don't sit down yet. I go
She
over
didn't
towards the
loot
wood.
during battle or after battle.
What have you done with Ditari?
What the
Tell me
hell?
what have you
I'm
done?
tired.
She's scared of her grandmother.
I'm so tired.
All right, we're gonna start with Resh over by the mound of earth and that little glowing area. So Resh, you come up to it and you see this sort of glowing area of light, and within it you see a let me just bring this up here. You see a clay jar hanging in, sort of suspended in, in the air. That reminds you of this sketch that came from the bag of Ditari. So you see this little jar of clay with the swirling eye, and it's over by this mound.
I want to point out that Erie has never seen that drawing.
Even though you've asked for it, what 25 times?
25 times last round. Something like that.
Could be.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here you go, Erie.
Accio
seriously.
story stuff.
Remember-
Accio, all the paperwork.
Remember,
Story's,
all men
over,
had
story's
nightmares
over,
about this?
story's over, lady. Don't need this shit no more.
Like all the paperwork.
Here's all the paperwork, Erie. Oh, and what about the? I know the skull disintegrated, but what about like the sash and everything?
Well, that would be something for you to figure out.
Okay.
You know one thing, there's a lot of pocket sand in that bag of holding.
Yeah, I have to look in my bag of holding.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna be here all
It's
night.
probably-
And Story goes through that.
She takes inventory of her bag of holding.
And then beans for coffee from the side of the mountain from 2. And
No,
then I've
I
got,
already took all those. Like I already drank all them. But I do have the beans from the church basement that we got.
right.
Yeah.
So Resh, you see this floating in front of you.
It's just floating. Was it
Yes.
there before, or
Yes,
did it just
when you
suddenly
guys-
appear when?
No. When you guys first got here, there was that mound had a little glowing area from the vantage point when you guys first got there, you couldn't see it. But when Gyadza was near death, he transported to this area, and before Orcus sort of took him away for being a shitty, lower demon, this was his last stand. So his Alamo was here, and now that you come up to it, you actually see this little clay jar was actually floating in this illuminated area. And as you can see, it has this swirling eye symbol on it.
Can I do like a perception check or any kind of check on this thing to, I don't know,
Yes.
to see if I get any kind of weird feelings about it or anything like that?
Yes. Yep.
Uh, 9.
You get the feeling that it's part of this larger story. You're unsure as to what it has to do with, but you don't get a feeling of threat from it.
I'd like to carefully try to reach out to grab it.
So you reach into the column of light and you grab it, and nothing happens, and it's sitting in your hand. So it's a physical jar.
Okay. I'm going just to walk back to Ditari and hand it off to her, and let her know that's the one. She might want to check the drawing that she has in her files, because she definitely has it in her files. The file that she had, it's there.
It's in the files.
It's in the files are in the bag. Check the files.
Okay.
Compare some files
are
to
here.
the jar.
From 16 episodes ago.
Here's the files.
Yes. Does this look like the thing on the paper?
I'm looking at the paper.
A bit.
It does look like the thing on the paper.
It looks identical to what's on the paper.
It is identical to what's on the paper.
I'm just gonna toss it to her. It's all yours.
All right.
Erie's kind of like over here and be like, "What paper? Fucking paper."
I've asked 25 times for a piece of paper.
You missed it, Eri. You missed it.
Definitely don't open that jar.
Okay.
Because nothing bad could happen from that.
Don't eat what's inside.
So we're gonna stop there, and Gris, you're over at the back wall. Let me just show the. Let's see here. You're over at the back wall, and you see the symbol that this is on the wall, and it's illuminated in silver. And you don't necessarily see any edges, but you see the symbol lightly illuminated on the wall of the dark obsidian rock.
If I touch it, does anything happen?
No.
Okay. What do I got here? Does it seem to be like language based? I think that.
No.
Okay.
You could do investigation if you want.
Yeah, let's do I'll do an investigation check.
Okay.
That's 24.
Okay, so you definitely sense that there's a magical imbuement to this wall, and it's going to take sort of an arcana / magical attempt to it to to reveal what this little symbol has to offer.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check to see what type of magic it might be?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 21.
Ooh.
So it's going to take a dispel magic.
That is something I don't have. Has anybody got dispel magic something?
I think
Anyone?
Resh used it all up.
I wish I had dispel gas because Gibble is not doing well over here.
Didn't we have some kind of dispel freaking potion thing?
Anything
Somebody
in the
had
bag?
Potion?
While Ditari looks in the bag.
Never
the
mind.
past, the
Somebody else
present-
ask. Because when I ask, Ditari hides shit and doesn't tell me shit.
Ditari, take a look to make sure you don't have a jar to dispel something. While we're doing that, the past, the present, and the future walked into a bar. It was tense.
Didn't Torga find the potion? Torga found the potion when we were in the church basement.
See, she does remember when somebody else asks.
Oh,
Touche.
who wants it? Who wants the potion? Tori can go over there and give it.
Yeah, let's we have to dissolve this magic.
Torga goes over to Grist and hands it to him because Gibble is fine. He cleaned himself.
For
Saw
now.
the Gibble's needs. Yeah, for now, until the next
I
time.
don't think I really didn't want to hold this after what you were doing.
I touched it with my clean hand, Grist. I touched
okay.
it with my clean hand.
You didn't touch it with the tail, right? Because that's kind of weird too.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
So I uncork it and we cast the dispel magic potion onto the symbol.
Nice. So as soon as you do that, and you see the edges of sort of a little compartment around the symbol light up, and you get the sense that there's an opening that you can activate.
Okay, we're activating
Like a
it.
portal?
So you activate it, and out comes from the wall this little shelf, and inside there's a small little container of rough-hewn black obsidian stone container that mimics, that looks just like the actual stone spire, that is completely contrasted from, well, actually you don't know that because you weren't there, but you see a little container, but it's different from the one that that was pulled from the other the mound of dirt over there on the other side. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take the container.
Okay.
Hey, Grist, what'd you find there? Any gold there?
No, this is definitely not gold.
God damn it!
Wrong
Why
sword.
did Resh have to screw up? We had such a good opportunity for so much gold, and all we found is a box.
And all I got was a stupid t-shirt.
Boxes, goddamn box, and
All I got
I'm
is
one
this-
less pair of pants. I'm gonna kind of go over to Resh and say, what do you think? And I'm gonna show him what we found.
Can I do like a history check or anything on that?
Do whatever you want. Yep.
Uh, 15.
So with that, you look at the piece that you're holding, the clay jar, and with a sense that you looked at it, the rough-hewn, black-spired container is newer than the clay jar that you're holding. So you get the sense that the the one you plucked from the light, predates the black spired container by several hundred years.
And
so it's
can I put
really,
anything together from what I know of the history of this place? You know, my background, having heard about the combat and the war that happened hundreds of years ago. Can I kind of put all that together?
So what you can put together from that is that the clay jar that you're holding is the original sin, I would say, versus the black spired container that Gris just found. So the clay jar is where it started, and the black spired container is more leaning towards where Gyadza came into it.
Of course, I'm going to relay all that to Grist and
whoever
else is in earshot.
With my background being a researcher, do I think that maybe it has something to do with his soul jar?
I rolled d20. If you've got 12 and above, I'll give you more information.
11.
Well,
that's going in the cuck chair.
That dice. Fuck that dice.
Can I help him out? Can I help him out with that since we're talking through this? Can I help him out with that, and so we can?
Yes, you can.
Have advantage on that.
If you're both talking about it, yes, you can.
So you can roll that with it. You can roll that with advantage then.
All right. 14. All right.
So with that roll, you sense that the container that you're holding is newer and more recent to the story. The container that Resh is holding is more ancient and truer to the story of where this evil was born from. And you also get a sense that the obsidian container is more evil, whereas the clay jar that Resh is holding is more innocent.
Now the eye that's on that jar, is that like a magical? Is that just like a piece of art, or is that like a is it? You said swirling eyes, so I don't know if it was how that eye actually looked.
That swirling eye is part of the history of this entire place. In fact, I think it was Eerie who had first encountered the swirling eye. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago, when he was sponsoring some exploration in this area, that he had a couple of his explorers had found that swirling eye on some dead crows. So that symbol is, well, why don't you tell your part of the story, Eerie, on that one?
Oh, that was what I found. Freaking, I sent some guys up here for some, looking for something of magical. You know, I just sent them up here for something. They came back all fucking scared because there's a bunch of dead fucking birds. And they had these stupid spirals in the middle of their fucking heads.
Spiders?
Yeah, they didn't bring any of them back. None. They were too fucking scared.
Did you say spiders?
No, I said
Torga.
spirals.
Torga always thinks to herself that how masterful a storyteller Eerie is.
Although, to be fair, I did talk to that one crow that had the spirally thing that was dealing
You
with
did.
Derek
You did. Yeah.
dumbass and all them.
Yeah, you did. You did.
And then I killed it. Fuck that bird.
Yeah. You did.
So the swirling eye is a symbol that dates back to the clerics that had sealed the tomb of Gyadza. So it's almost a glyph of security versus a glyph of alarm. So
It's keeping things
yes,
contained.
right. So it's the fact that the clay jar that Resh had pulled from the light is probably more secure than the darkened black
No
obsidian.
symbols on this.
No,
on the
but just
obsidian.
that one box with the X through it is on that black obsidian jar.
I'm kind of wishing I'd looked at what was inside that crow when I smashed it.
Way to go! The entire solution to the adventure was there, but you didn't. No, you didn't look at it.
You pick through the guts.
I'm pretty sure he told you not to kill it.
First off, I believe I roasted it, so there wasn't a whole hell of a lot left.
Well, yeah, no.
So, Grist has a black obsidian jar, and Resh has a clay jar that we've seen drawings from, with a swirling eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
Did I already give everybody the drawings?
Yes, you've disclosed
Okay, good.
everything.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
Took you long enough.
CPS reports were handed in.
And you guys all need to come in on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, my cup of coffee's done now. So I go walking over to the guys over at the wall. I'm like, so what you guys got over here?
Probably some evil shit. That one looks like it's probably contained, but the one that I just probably shouldn't have touched, but I'm holding right now. Don't know much about it. I want to hold it.
Can I do an Arcana check on it? Will that reveal anything that we haven't already learned about it?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay.
Let's move Ditari all the way from down here.
Yay!
She moves pretty
All
far
right.
when she's caffeinated.
I am caffeinated now. So I take the obsidian out of Grist's hands, and I rolled a 24 for Arcana.
Nice.
So, from that container, you feel a definite sense of evil, but contained evil. And not only do you feel the evil from there, it is tied towards the container that Resh is holding, which is a container of not necessarily good, but innocence. You get a sense of equality, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, so you're right. This is evil. And Resh's can is actually the yang to it. So we've got the yin and the yang. Pretty sure these two should not be separated because we have a sense of balance as long as they're together. I think.
Oh dear God, she's thinking.
That's a hard.
So he's asking we shove them up to, for safekeeping. I mean,
Oh,
Gibble,
don't
come
give them
over
to
here.
Gibble. Gibble, please don't go.
Don't give them
No,
to Gibble.
okay.
I don't know what happens if they break. Because, the
Yeah,
is contained in these right now.
Is this jar just like hand tight, or is it like is the lid really gronked on there? Like, can I open this thing?
Dill pickles, baby.
I mean, you could. It's not tight. It's not like it's latched. It's like a loose lid to it.
I'm gonna look at everybody and start turning the lid of the jar.
Okay.
Torga's gonna sigh and go, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go.
What else
again.
could happen? I mean,
No one said anything, so I'm going to twist the rest of the top off.
That's the good jar.
So as you
Don't
twist that
open
jar,
obsidian.
actually the lid pushes off from you, and a light comes from the jar, and
I've chosen poorly.
No, we're not going there. I mean, it'd be fantastic. I love the reference, but it's not that.
that's good.
Where is my?
It's over there.
No, not that one. The other one.
Yeah.
Damn it! Where's my stuff?
Told you it was over there.
Yeah, right. Come on, Charles. Keep up.
What are you, DM or loser? Where the fuck is this? Oh wow! I didn't save it to the right place. Here it is. Okay.
Right where we told you.
Yeah, exactly.
Your downloads folder from yesterday. All right. So as you open that lid,
Oh man.
you see this
Oh,
sort of darkened character come out.
It's
And-
Jesus.
what?
And
Sorry.
it's not far from Jesus, but it's not Jesus. And it says,
Okay.
"Thank you. I don't have much time before my soul is gone forever. Hundreds of years ago, Gyadza leapt into my body." And as he's saying this, he's like transitioning from our plane to another plane. So his corporeal body is transitioning. And so he's like winking out, sort of like the transmission is losing it. And you miss a few words, but then he says, "Trapping me in the jar of clay. He killed Sir Binwall and turned him undead. He killed Darok and turned him undead. Gyadza sent them out to raise a new army of the undead to prepare for a search for a powerful new corpse that he could occupy." And again, he winks out and fades in, fades out. He made a pact.
I shake the thing, try to keep the transmission together.
Do you adjust the bunny ears on the?
Now, are we talking like Force Ghost Anakin or Force Ghost Jedi Vader?
You gotta spin the battery. Spin the battery a couple times.
It's Sebastian Shaw.
Good.
Okay.
OT, there we go. OT. He made a pact with the vile Orcus to let him feed off the living waters of this spire, to feed his soul and the needs over the hundreds of years since becoming that abomination. And again, he winks in and out. "You must destroy his phylactery, for must return to the waters." And then his corporeal body disappears.
Oh, quick, tune in Tokyo. I got another question.
Well, shite.
Well,
So-
we have
I
to.
think that tells us what that piece is.
There ain't more of
Yeah.
them left in the jar.
I don't mean to break character, but Charles, if we hit 4 hours, it doesn't save on YouTube after that.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
What we got?
Well, we got 6 minutes.
You
Let's
got
go.
5. You got 5 minutes for a buff.
So
5 minutes and 20. Yeah.
So if we condense what he just said, black
Destroy
jar
the
is
hell out of the
bad.
phylactery.
Drop
Destroy the black jar.
In the
Put
water.
it in the water.
In the
Put it in the
water.
water. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that
where I was
water.
going.
That water.
Take it to that. Yeah, that's. Don't drink
Am I
that.
still
Baptize.
holding it, or did I give it back to you?
And we all
I'll
take a
take
leak in
it.
it.
And we're gonna take it into the water. Do we open it and throw it in, or just throw it in?
No, just throw it in.
Throw it in the water.
Just throw that bitch in
Throw
there.
it in the water.
Bring it to the water. Bye, Mr.
Evil Spirit Man.
To the
in
water, said she
water.
said to me.
And then I
And
Accio
as
the
you
evil
drop-
sash really quickly. Is the evil sash all good now?
No, that's disintegrated. Actually, if you once you go
good.
through your backpack,
All right.
yeah, it's all gone.
Good.
But as you drop the black obsidian jar into the water, the living waters return, and the entire balance of the black spire is returned. And the living waters have been restored, and any of you have sustained any damage can simply dip into the water and you'll be restored within minutes. Any damage you've taken through battle.
Cool. So
3 points right
Yeah,
back.
Torga's like, oh yeah.
He's gonna put his hand in it, and then he's gonna cast shape
Oh
water
my
again and
God.
turn it all black. That's all he's gonna do is change the color of the water black.
Yeah, I know your damn words.
Aaron, you arsehole. You arsehole.
This is why we can't have nice things,
Can
Eerie.
you just wash his
Does
ass
it,
in living waters?
wow. Does it look like there's an obvious exit here?
You could
Yes, well, there's
Is it the full moon again?
no.
Oh.
No. No shark for you.
No,
yeah,
we don't have to
there's no there's no obfuscated paths. You guys definitely have a path you guys can follow to get out of here, and it's a simple path to get back through.
That looks like a maze to me.
Well, it is, but whee!
Torga's ready to go back. Torga's ready to go
Alright.
back home to
Yeah.
Urethra and Twinkie and
So, point is, when I was going to that, is Gibble's just like, God damn it, there's no gold. I'm gonna go cut me down the golden tree.
No,
There was
you're
no
not.
gold.
You're not cutting down the fucking tree. Gibble. Gibble, do you know what makes you richer? Gibble.
It's gold, and y'all promised me
You still
gold,
have
so
a
I'm
lot
getting that
left.
gold tree.
I swear to God, Torgy, you say friendship.
Gibby. We can make it. We're all rich. We are.
I'll
That's
be
nice
richer
to
after
say
I
for
gold
somebody
tree.
who
Fresh.
didn't go down to 5 health points. Okay.
That's true. I'll give you that, Chris. I'll give you that. I will. Even Resh is part of the family now. That scaly arsehole. Look, hey, you Resh. How you doing?
yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, so,
Want to come back?
Ditari winks at Resh.
so you guys,
He could come spend some time at the tavern.
got 90 seconds.
yeah. So you've finished the entire episode. You've finished the entire chapter and the entire story. And at this point, you guys can make your way back to the docks at Carowood and call the
Yes.
Remora to bring you back
Hey.
to Castle Ironbridge.
Hey.
And in a couple of weeks, we'll have our epilogue.
Yeah.
With everybody. And
Thank you, Charles.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Charles.
Woo!
Great
So
story.
thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone who stuck with us. Fantastic end to this this entire season 3,
Yes.
and we look forward to season 4. So thank you, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks for our epilogue. Have a great night, everybody. Yay!
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Wee.